Hello, everyone. We are the Lost Caravan RPG. We do one-shots, we do mini-series, we do long-running campaigns. If it's TTRPG, we pretty much do it all. Tonight, we are playing a game called Apocalypse Keys, which, fun fact, it was almost called Apocalypse Kisses. That's a real fact.
I do love that.
It is a...
Did you have to find kisses to stop the apocalypse? Did
I
they
sure
just
hope
change
so.
all of the kisses to keys?
I sure hope so.
Just gotta get a good smooch in. Save the world.
Before we get into it, do have just a few announcements to go through. The first being our sponsors for tonight's game. That is Epidemic Sound, which will get all of our royalty-free music, and Hero Forge, what we use to make all of our lovely character tokens, which I realize are not on the screen at the moment, and I will fix that at break. I knew there's something I forgot to do. But other than that, we have two campaigns coming out next month, which I'm super excited for. I'm in love with both of them and I can't wait. We're playing Fabula Ultima, a TTJ RPG. So if you like games like Final Fantasy, Shining Force, Fire Emblem, you're gonna love it. And Avatar Legends, which everybody loves Avatar. One way or another, one version or another. It's just a great show, movie, series, whatever it is.
I'm so sad that I'm gonna watch that religiously.
But yeah, other than that, if you want to come and join us, roll some dice with us. We do casting calls each and every month with one shots and mini series, like I said, and we'd love to roll some dice. Also, if you missed any of our streams, you can find them all up on our YouTube channel. It's at Lost Caravan RPG on YouTube. They're all there and awaiting. All right. I think that's enough out of me. I am cutting announcements short because I know this crew, and I know that once we get into the RP, it's just gonna flow, and then 2 hours will be gone before we know it. I'm gonna pass it around, give everyone a chance to tell the people who you are, you're playing tonight, and we'll just dive on into it. Ooh, that's not the wanted. Get out of here. That's what I wanted. All right, so we'll go clockwise, starting for me, which means that we are starting with Taylor.
Hello, I'm Taylor at _potato_ on the internet. And today I will be playing the Fallen playbook by the character name Fang. They, them, I am she, her.
Yeah. And then down to Holly.
Okay. I am Holly. I am Holly, and I am going to be playing Priya, and she is she, her. I am also she, her, and she is the Shade. I have a close and personal relationship with death.
All right. And then over to Kit.
Yeah. I am Kit. I will be playing Emma tonight. She is the found playbook, which we found out last time we played this game. She is a former imaginary friend. She, they, them.
Sentences that can only really be uttered in tabletop RPG.
Truly.
Just a hair. And of course, I am Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's evening. For tonight's game. Yeah. Just dive on into this. It's far too cheery for what we're about to go through.
Oh no.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so
Oh,
cheery and great.
no.
So last time, our band of omens here got together to what's the best verb to say how you handled that haunted mansion?
Exercise is a little bit dark,
Yeah.
but the vibes are almost there.
Yeah. He went to exercise in an old abandoned mansion that every once in a while would just be booming with life. You all found that upon arriving, it was run down, abandoned. No one had been here many. But as the sun set, life returned to that estate. Music started playing. Staff members started just appearing. Other guests just materialized. And you all walked in. You found that everything was just a little bit strange. Furniture was a little too big. Food was awful. And every sip of alcohol you took, even the smallest of sips, immediately got you drunk. But only the slight buzz. No matter how much you drank after that, you could never get any more drunk than that. And things started to get pieced together. When Emma decided to go take a little adventure and play with a small girl who was peering out, staring at all of the adults who were dancing and socializing. They soon found out that this was not just a little girl, but the architect of this place. A spirit so powerful that its memories projected food and furniture, guests and staff members, in an effort to draw people in so that they didn't have to be so alone. Managed to convince them to confront who they really were. You saw a life of solitude, a life of neglect, other than her imaginary friend, Emma, who one day you were just ripped away from her. No explanation for either of you. Gone. And now, with the two of you reunited, finally convinced her, come on, to leave this place and go wherever spirits like that go from here. As you all stepped out of the now crumbling estate, guests disappeared as quickly as they had appeared, and you were left staring at a sunrise. I, real quick, just want to jump to Fang, because you did not leave alone.
I did not. I forgot about that. Mm-hmm.
For you, there we go. You climbed into your car. Taylor still in the back seat. Taylor the Taylor. You stared into
Yep.
the mirror, and it wasn't your eyes that stared back at you. It was a pair of more masculine or chiseled facial structure. Just real quick for the two of you. Where did you go from here? You've earned a long
man.
break. We'll call it a year or so.
Oh man. I think had a year or so. Had some emotions. I have my new beau / me. I think probably the last year has fully been just a indulging in absolutely everything sort of travel across the world. Just like a whirlwind, 3 weeks lounging in the sun naked in Aruba to then like probably talking someone in probably in a terrifying way to letting us like live in the Eiffel Tower for a bit. We were all over the place.
That's awesome.
Yeah, indulging in way too many things. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Same question for Emma.
So, well, so Emma was in a bit of a weird place when last we left. I think like reading through what typically happens with like these doors and things once we sort of like seal them away, etc. They sort of like become like property of the division, more or less. So Emma has, for lack of a better word, bullied her way into them letting her live in the old house. And so she's kind of claimed that house of her former, like the kid who dreamt her up, and has kind of claimed that because until that point she had been like living at the division in like whatever sort of like test facility holding cell situation they had since she'd been found. So she was like, you know what? We have to watch this place anyways. I want to be here, actually. I want to be first in line. So she lives there. And you know, she'll like have when Fang is back in town on occasion, if they are I'm sure they have brunch. All like the old squad, like we get together for sure, for sure. And
I gotta come back and get some new clothes every once in a while.
exactly,
You know,
for
and
sure. You know, you
check on
gotta
all the cats.
share
I
your
think I got a
travels.
lot of cats.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
You have to share your travels with somebody, or like, did you even go? Right.
Exactly.
You have to brag to someone.
You have to Instagram your stuff, or were you even there?
To teach Emma how to use Instagram so that she can like all your stuff, like 100%. So Emma's like trying to like deck out with her like dream powers, deck out this like house into like a livable situation, but it like for sure just looks like she's got a couch that definitely looks like one that Fang had in their apartment. And then just like interposed with like office chairs and like beat up stuff from the break room that she's either stolen from the break room or like manifested, but it looks like what was the shitty stuff that was in the break room. So she's got this very mismatched house, and she's just vibing, trying to figure out how to be a human person.
Just so the audience and everyone here knows, Emma has gotten a new name since this mission, which has kind of been thrown around in all of the most loving ways. It's kind of passed its way into everyone in the division. Emma has become to be known as Emma Jean Airy.
And she just lets it happen. If she has to sign a legal document, she's signing the last name Avila, which is the kid's last name, but like everyone knows her as Emma Jean. And this is the running joke that went too far, and she's like, yeah, that people are giving me names. I love it. Like
now new people like start working for the division and they have no clue where the name came from. No. They just assume it's your name.
They just assume that is like actually my legal name, and I'm not gonna correct them. It's fine.
Love it.
All right. And then over to the newest member, or soon-to-be member. A figure currently standing in a dark room. Only one other figure in there. Figure that you've never actually seen with your eyes. You just know that it towers over. At the moment, it's just silent. Quiet contemplation. Or you can hear the tapping, what you assume is claws, on the floor. Your mentor gets closer to you. Fascinating. I do believe you're going to be summoned.
Well, okay. Thank you.
Well, we knew this time would come.
And so I get to roll who in case. Okay. Do you want me to do that now? Okay.
First roll of the game.
Yes. just for clarification,
Mhm.
so because so because I took it, I rolled 2d6, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Um, I got a 9.
Nine.
So I get to flashback to a moment when my mentor was pleased with me.
Choose two of those.
Okay, I know. Oh gosh, it's so many. Um, right. Uh, okay, I am going to do. I am definitely choosing. They reveal your destiny as a harbinger, and I gain 1 bond with what the darkness demands of you.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to. They taught you to recognize undercover. Hold on. Nope, that's not necessary right now. Oh, okay. So it says they taught you a cruel pattern of the apocalypse. Declare an irrevocable truth about the mystery. Rewrite or add a facet of the mystery that reflects this truth. Do I have to do it right now?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then that's the one I want.
What was the moment your mentor?
Um. So a little bit about Priya is she got a little too close to the truth. And she essentially was on a quest for um, I'll say everlasting life, even though it's not necessarily what she was doing, but ultimately like the ability to control um, the end of someone's life or control them after they have ended. And this entity or being that is pleased with me, I would say that they are I look back on the things I did before I became what I am now, and I think about how I had found ultimately this. I'm gonna liken it to the Doctor Who library, where it was like this library of a ton of information, and this information was based in the dark arts is what we'll call it, and they were very pleased that I had found it because they were waiting for me to find this.
Which
Unfortunately, yes.
they still keep a fragment of the library. Books just floating around. Occasionally, one of them gets a little too close and just whops you in the side of the head, but you know, there's the two of you share that vision that shifts to you, but it doesn't quite feel like you. It's a more malicious or angry. And there are figures beside you. Hard to tell if they're fighting alongside you or fighting you. These will be your friends for the moment.
Um, Knowing Priya, she's not going to fight that at all. Like she doesn't care about the confusion that's setting in. She cares more about she cares more about the chaos that she feels when she is near these things and around those things, which is what she was chasing. Some people chase the high of illicit drugs. Priya chases the high of knowledge.
Imagine it's a few more moments, possibly minutes, possibly hours. It is very hard to tell time. The two of you just sit or finally reaches out, taps a few long bony fingers across your shoulder, turns you back towards should be the door. Come back to me.
Priya willingly walks through this door with a zero hesitation.
Immediately just step out into the hall of the division. People very confused at how you just appeared in the middle of a hall, but then they remember that, oh, you're an omen. You just do that.
Hmm.
Well, everyone. Time passes a little different. For some of you, it's legitimately been a year of waiting and working on yourselves, on relaxing. Others, it feels like it's been eternity. So you all receive a message saying on your way home, Emma is sitting and pondering in your new home. Priya ejected your asylum. What's the word?
Haven?
Haven, yes, thank you. Just trusting that fate will find you. It does.
Excellent.
Each of you find just appearing in your peripheral, appearing on the floor, in your luggage, just appearing. You'd find a note, scented very faintly roses, dripping, it would seem, with some not quite dry crimson ink. Putting it up, you'll find that it says the same thing. You have been cordially invited to the grand opening of the Crimson Kiss. Come, wager what you have for a chance to earn everything. All of your hopes and dreams can be yours. We hope to see you soon.
Emma just sits down like, another party? Because the last one went so well.
The ink continues to run. Words physically just bleeding away till it forms a map.
Priya is absolutely intrigued by this.
Well, I will give each of you the chance. Tell me how you would like to decipher this map. It's not exactly clear. Or if you're seeking outside help, what it is that you're doing. If anyone would like to go first, by all means.
Yeah, I guess I would look through all of this. Taylor the Tailor, is he still going by Taylor the Tailor? Does he have a real name?
Yeah, his name is Taylor.
Okay, it's still Taylor.
It's very
Beautiful.
appropriately named. I don't
That's so great. I mean, I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
His
it's
name,
Taylor
you know?
the Tailor, but also, this Taylor doesn't fully know what he is still, but I don't think Fang cares.
He's a Swiss Army butler, you know?
Swiss Army butler that's hot and also has wings sometimes. And look, she's
Wait,
fine
that
with
was it. Was Taylor was the same?
When we left, instead
know
of
how to
seeing
cope with this
Taylor, it was him.
I don't know how to cope with this information.
Right?
Oh,
Why do
man,
you think
okay.
I've been on sexcapades across the whole world? He's hot.
As is your right, you know?
Love it.
But yeah, then I think because again, Fang loves being loved. Fang loves herself, and Taylor is her in a way. So she likes, or they like them being around. But I don't think there's ever been any genuine interest in trying to like get to know them as a person because they're just some sort of form of affection, you know? So as looking at this, I'm just like, Taylor, darling, do you know in your wheelhouse how to read magic blood maps?
Of course. And just like give you a low bow and hold out a hand for it.
Swoon. Hands it over.
The eyes just kind of roll back and turn white. Stands there for a moment. Strange. I don't see anyone there. Not just.
At where the map leads?
It leads to a town. Could be many, many people. But it's empty.
That's rather interesting. Are you up for another adventure, or would you like to sleep off the jet lag?
Why don't you take this one? Be just a call away.
That works for me. Well, I guess I'm assuming I'm not the only one that got this, so I'm gonna make some phone calls. Have something for dinner ready tonight.
Of course.
Wonderful. And I feel like this whole conversation is being had to in a very like luxurious lobby, and she's definitely wearing one of those like rich widow robes, you know, the sheer ones with all the floofy feathers on the ends and stuff. So she'll like flick that around her as she goes upstairs, and we'll probably try to probably call it Kit or no character's name Emma
Who?
first. Who's that?
Well, we can jump over to Emma.
Sure. So I feel like if we're receiving this note at about the same point, I think Emma's like about to call her psychic. Cuz she's got like mental brain powers. So she's got this psychic like on lock at the division, and they're kind of like working together in case, you know, the psychic can help from the outside. So she's like, Google Maps is not going to tell me anything on this, huh? There isn't like a Google blood maps or whatever. So she's like about to call that, and then her phone rings, I guess. And I imagine that's just like when Fang decides to call her.
Does Fang have a unique ringtone?
Oh yeah. It's oh man. It's something by Pink. Like it's
I am dying.
it's Emma's in her like power ballad girl pop era. So
Don't let me get me. Or, like-
yes, like all I can think of is the circus tour, and it's something from that tour happening. But it's just like absolute like power ballad happening. She's like, yeah. Or do you FaceTime or do you call? I don't know what your style is.
Probably FaceTime because she wants everyone to look upon them.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you look like that, you kind of have to, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah. What's up?
Wonderful vacation glow.
Oh, for sure.
I imagine multiple of us got this invitation with a weird map. Yes, that one. Well, wonderful Taylor has so many interesting qualities and talents and says that it is an abandoned town. which seems odd, but right up our alley, honestly.
Haunted town, abandoned town.
No one's there.
No one's there.
What if there's ghosts?
Can we not do ghosts again? I
That's
mean, we
what
can
I'm
do.
saying.
I mean, we can do ghosts again, but I don't want it to become a theme.
Fair. Well,
No, it's. I mean, where is it? Is it by you? Is it down? Is it back here? Does he know?
did he tell me where? Yeah, did he know where, or just was able to like view this town?
Oh yeah, you put it into your Google Maps.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like share a drop.
Just like
Here?
ping. It's like,
Yeah.
So I don't get to come to you. Dang. Because I imagine it looks
I mean-
incredibly fun wherever you're at. A beach or something. Like,
I mean, absolutely. You're more than welcome to. But this is rather interesting.
yeah, I don't I was gonna, phone and do like taps, right? Like not phone, but phone the division. Is this division stuff? It has to be.
I would imagine so. Weird, changing blood maps and abandoned
Mhm.
towns. It seems like division work.
Uh-huh.
Rather odd that we got them mailed to us personally, though.
Yeah, it doesn't like the little like
mailed.
letter doesn't look like it has like a division seal or something on it. Like
Mm-mm.
it's not like postmarked or whatever. I mean, I still like exist in this general vicinity. Like I can go run by and see. I imagine you're going to be a bit out, a bit of time,
She'll
unless you
turn
can.
around a little bit, where behind her was very clearly like a wall-sized, like moving, where you can like upload your photos into a frame. It was that, and that was Aruba, and so she moves to this side. She's like, "Oh no, I'm home." It's like her bedroom.
Screaming. Okay, yeah. She's like, "Oh, you wanna go together? Check it out." I mean, if it's division stuff,
Sure.
we should, get the lowdown. If it's not division stuff, they should probably know.
Yeah,
Are
I
we
would
going
assume.
rogue?
How exciting!
Is this allowed?
I mean, is
No, but like it's got to be division stuff, right? Right. Nobody else has this address, actually, so it's got to be division, right?
I would assume, and I would assume probably more than just us got this. So it might be good to check in.
Yeah,
The going rogue does sound very fun.
I'll pencil it in for next week.
Wonderful.
And we'll switch
Well-
out brunch. We'll go rogue for brunch.
Sounds great. Well, then give me about an hour, and I should be ready. And I'll meet you there.
Sick. Can you pick me up? I don't know how to drive.
Absolutely.
Sick.
Which color
Like, I can
vehicle
walk.
would you like today?
Take your pick, bestie. I would match your fit. I know that's your fave.
It
And
is. I
whatever.
was gonna give the
I mean-
option to match yours, but
Oh, I'm just wearing this. And the black one's so everyday, so pedestrian.
you're starting to get it. Well, I'll see you soon. Thanks.
She's clearly been taking notes. She only talks like this around Peg.
Taylor the tailor also probably filled your closet with just clothes.
Yeah, I have outfitted that entire apartment when it comes to your outfits.
Yeah, and it's like the couch is like real and a hand-me-down. Everything else is like a figment of imagination based on other stuff. But like the couch is real. The
The
outfits
couch
are real.
is real,
She's-
and every
she's
closet
treating
has
her right,
different
yeah.
clothing. You probably
You have
still haven't
multiple
made your
pairs of
way
shoes
through
on
all of it. Yeah.
I've never had so many shoes in my own life.
As Fang, you are getting ready, picking out the perfect car. Do you drive, or does Taylor typically drive you?
I mean, we both do, but
I was like, are
if
you a
he's staying
passenger
home,
princess?
I think more than anything, Taylor's the passenger princess. Let's be honest.
Perfect. I love
Yeah.
that.
Good for him.
As
Yeah.
you do pull out that long driveway to the main road, see a figure just standing at the gate. A figure that looks oddly familiar. And Priya being drawn to this place, standing in front of this massive mansion, you see a car start driving down the drive towards you, recognizing the face of one of the figures.
Emma leans over. Do we know her?
Just stop with the car. Stand up a little bit because it's definitely a convertible. Sorry, the party's next week. Did I put the wrong date on the invitation?
So as Spanx says this, I blush a little, but I also uh, just kind of like pull out of my pocket, uh, and it's like,
Emma pulls out
and
hers.
it's like literally the exact match.
And as you take a few moments, Emma, you do oddly know this individual.
Emma's gonna do what Emma always does when they meet a new person, which is just kind of like poke at her mind a little bit. Nothing too deep, just like, what are the vibes? What are you thinking about? What's your like baseline emotion? Are you like actively thinking about something? Not like deep dark secrets, but like active
Nah.
thoughts.
Okay, so when you guys see Priya, uh, she is essentially she is visually humanoid and human looking. However, she's a very uh I don't like to use the word emaciated, but it looks very similarly. Like she doesn't look dead, but she looks like she could be if you looked at her too long.
She looks like she might as we speak. Like
Yeah, like um but when you see her, she has these eyes that are also, her eyes are very they're black. They kind of I hate to say this, they kind of look like dragon eyes, so they have like a red iris. Or yeah, a red iris. She has a pupil, like all of these things. But you also, when you look at her, you see like and you can't really explain it, but you know that it's there, and you're just like, this doesn't make sense. But she has like an aura of essentially like the aurora borealis like around her, and it's just like a haze, and you just see it and you're like, is that, yeah, no, that's there, and then but on her skin that you can see, which is majorly like her arms, even her face, she is completely covered in all black runes, and she is like tatted up just all over the face. Her hair is like the colors of the aurora borealis. Like she is very vaguely threatening, but also very vaguely ethereal, and you're not really sure like um
Would
she
and
looks fun.
would both of you roll 2d6 for me?
Hell yeah. Adding anything or just straight?
Just
For
Priya and Emma.
okay, you said 2.
That is a
Oh,
6.
not that one. Oh, that was a shitty 3.
3 total.
Yeah. A good old 1 and a 2.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Priya, you recognize Emma. No clue where from. Other like, there's
Oh
some
no.
recollection of before that vision, but whatever it is lost to time.
Yeah, like a face that I know
Mm-hmm.
exists, and I know that it exists, but I cannot place it in anywhere, shape, or time in my timeline. Okay, great.
I'm an enigma.
Emma, you
Yeah.
just start to get little bits of the day that you were born, for lack of a better word.
For sure.
When you crossed over the veil into this earth, this plane, there was a moment, or a series of moments, maybe. Time is weird. where you found a figure crossing back the way that you had just come. As you were born, this figure died. Two of you had a very short, just a real quick eternity to spend staring at each other, getting each other's vibe,
Mhm.
and then you were ripped apart, set in your different.
Oh, you shouldn't be here. And then just like,
And you say that out loud.
oh, for sure, 100%,
Okay.
100% they do.
Okay. Priya, she's like, it like registers that you said that. Not many people say that to her, but like she's like she doesn't disagree. But it's
Just
not
like
a
gold.
yeah, it's like not a hard agree either. Like
Huh.
okay.
I mean, like, are you like feeling offended by that, or like,
no.
what are the? Because she's like immediately the second she meets somebody, she's like, all right, what are the vibes? What are you thinking? What are your emotions? Are you hanging?
When you look at her and you say that to me, the
Mhm.
feeling that is evoked is cold and analytical. It is, oh, okay. Like, like nobody really says that to me, but okay.
Oh, we see
Mhm.
each other.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know
Huh.
that and why?
Yeah. Ah.
I feel like y'all are having some sort of a moment that I'm not involved in, and I want to know.
And I hate it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, are you like, you're like, are you saying this or are you just thinking it?
Because you can like hear my
Because
thought. I'll probably think
I'm
it to
in
you.
people's
Yeah,
surface
yeah.
level thoughts. Like I'm
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there, bestie.
Oh, I'm so sorry for the
Powers
things you have
of
to hear
yeah,
at
it's
Fig
fine.
surface
She's used
level.
to it. She's curious and she's ready to learn. So it's, it is what it is. Fang is a very interesting textbook. That is always open.
But yeah, I think Fang thinks that, but like does not ever break eye contact with this person. That this is the first time that Emma's kind of been in any sort of way that Fang could slightly construe as like aggressive or like forward towards someone. So she's just a little like,
it definitely comes off as aggressive, but like that is not her intent at all. And I think she gets like Priya's like, oh, and Fang is like, what? And I was like, oh no, we were in the between place together at the same time. We passed each other a while ago in the between the before times, or I guess the after.
You say this
time?
where I could also hear you.
Oh yeah, this is out loud, 100%. Do not. She does not care.
Okay, great, cool. This
Yeah.
makes things really easy.
Like, no, yeah, we were. It was the before times, but it was also the after times. It was the between the other place.
Yeah.
The between times.
Yeah, we were in the between times.
I mean, I don't because I've always existed, but I get it.
For sure. We could not all be so lucky.
So that's actually, so when you say that, Fang, Priya is very like into the fact that you're like, oh, I've existed, and Priya is like, okay, like
Damn. What that existence do? Best
right?
Yeah, what that existence do
Like,
though?
Go on, Queen. Keep existing.
right?
Yeah.
Eternity?
Right? And for sure, like Priya is, yes, that's exactly it. Eternity, that's hot. Okay, great.
Crushed it.
And Priya kind of looks at Emma and like does like the full like up and down look, like, and it kind of like, oh, it kind of comes back to her, and she's like, it was we spent an eternity together.
Yeah, but it was like a little one though. Just
That's
like
fair.
a regular sized eternity, right?
I mean, no, it is. Time is an illusion, anyways.
Hard agree.
Yeah. And she kind of like lets out this sigh, looking at the fact that obviously the Fang has revealed she's older than, or that she's older than time itself. And like,
Yeah.
Emma,
Emma is aware that you are
Emma's,
thinking these thoughts.
and like Emma is like so young, and I don't say young as a negative thing, but
No, but
young
they work
in
it, yeah.
yeah, young in years of existence. So like, it's just like, you know, and so Priya looks at Fang and Emma and is like, well, um, introductions out of the way, and she kind of like taps on the map and is like, so
Are you
Oh my me. As I look over at Emma very slowly.
uh-huh.
Does this mean we go rogue? This is someone
You
new. The same thing.
are you wait, are you division? Just like
Well,
looking at Priya like, are you, like points at the building. Are you,
um,
like
I did, yeah, I did come from there, so yeah.
damn it.
well, then they know.
And like Priya is
Just like
like,
looks at
I'm
Fang
not,
like, damn.
yeah, I'm not
Mhm.
like Priya does not reveal like how she got there, why she's there, who put her there, like none of that. She's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, from there.
Oh, well, if she's from there. We can still go rogue for
One of
brunch.
these days. Yeah,
It'll be
we'll
fun.
figure it out. Well, well, um, do we exchange names? I'm sorry. There was a lot of internal communication, I think, happening over there. Hi, I'm Faye.
Um, hi, well, just call me Priya.
I think the second that you're like trying to think of a name, I think Emma starts like talking for you and you both say Priya at the same time.
Perfect.
Just like so like you're aware that they're in there.
So,
Wonderful.
so Priya is a version of wisdom knowledge in Sanskrit. It was my knockoff version because Sanskrit's very difficult. Hoop and I talked about that. So, so that's my Priya.
Wonderful. Well, Priya, if you would not mind waiting one moment, please, as I put the car in reverse and back into my extensive garage because I definitely only got a two-seater Sportster like for us, and I'm like, let's get in the other red one.
You brought the fun car. We need like the
Yeah,
work car.
I am
yeah. I'm like,
dying.
scoot over to one that actually has four seats, and then drive back out. Well, get in.
Right? You load up into the work car and I'll take
It's
off.
like a Porsche too. Like it's still
Oh,
fancy
it's
as
still a
fuck, but
fancy car.
it's more than two seats.
It's labeled the work car strictly because it has four seats. Like
Yeah.
It's a full day, maybe a little over drive, but being the beings that you are, being the omens, it's like we said, time is weird. It's somewhere between an hour drive and a month. It could be either. It doesn't really matter for any of you. But eventually, you start to see signs of very unusual activity. Cars just abandoned on the side of the road. Pass by small farmsteads. No one home. Eventually hit the outskirts of the town that you town large enough to easily hold 3, 4, 500,000 people. And there's nobody.
Humans usually live in towns these size, yes?
I
It's
I
think
normal.
so.
It's very tiny, but this seems oddly vacant.
Yeah, Like
Agreed.
I've been around a bit, but I don't think I've been around people so much. But I've seen a lot of movies, and in the movies, the towns have lots of people in them. So like Gossip Girl definitely has more people than this, right? Right? I
Yeah,
think so.
I would say. I would say
I'm
so.
dying. Gossip.
I had to do my research. I'm new.
Do the maps look any different? Like have they evolved at all?
Oh, yeah.
As we've made it into town.
Oh yeah, they have zoomed in.
Yo, wild.
It's like
That's
our own
nice.
little Google Maps.
Priya's not really taken back by this as somebody who seeks knowledge. We go for tombs. We go for all those weird things. However, she is always calculating, so she's thinking like, how can we get there faster? How do we get, like, how can I not slow us down? How I can convince these two to like do what I want? I mean, realistically,
sure.
like.
Very sure.
But is there anything you'd like to do, or are you just pressing on?
Yeah.
Let's move forward. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least Priya's ready to.
Mm-hmm.
Pull back onto the main road, passing by now dozens of abandoned cars. So you hit the point where the road is just a pile up. Dozens of them just rammed into each other as if there were just parked cars or a barrier here and someone hit it. Not really caring that they hit it, and then someone else hit their car, and someone else hit their car, again and again, until these cars just piled up into a barrier. Continuing on, you're doing so on foot.
How big is this barrier? Like, if I look at it, obviously I'm assuming it's gonna be taller than me. I'm pretty tall, but how tall? When I look at it, how
Cars.
grand is it? Yeah.
How many cars tall?
Maybe 4 cars tall, 8 or 9
Okay.
cars wide.
Okay.
What? Okay.
Yikes.
Zombie barricade. Okay. Um. So Priya looks over at Fang. Kind of. Priya does not usually get lost for words. It's the one thing she's probably pretty good at is communicating. However,
Thing's very used for people getting lost for words and looking at her. She'll give like she is like the whole car ride too has been very much like trying to like get to know you, but is also very much like, here's all the awesome things I do, because that is just their goal, is to be worshipped and loved.
and Priya actually, it's almost, I'm not gonna say childlike, but it's very innocent. Like, is like eating it up, like, it's oatmeal in the morning. Like, she is about that life. Like, tell me more. What else do you do? Like,
Yeah. So when you like kind of turn to her, she'll give a little smile. You can see like one little thing in the thing, and probably does like a wink, and it's one of those weird things that for a second their eye looks very similar to yours, of kind of that dragon snake look, and then winks and it goes back to human.
Priya is like super in love right now. Like, not, it's like, I don't know it. We know this, but like Holly knows it. And so, Priya does all of the things of, she sees a similarity in somebody that she is enamored with already. And so she, she's talking to Fang and is like, do you have any experience transversing like runes or something? Like her eyes kind of light up, and then as she says this, she kind of like kind of turns towards Emma and is like, do you?
I actually have a question for Emma.
Okay.
As
Sure.
you've been driving, I think it would be very clear the relationship that Fang and Priya are developing.
Oh yeah. She's like on the drive. She's occupying herself by just like stepping into that like shallow puddle of each of their minds and just like kind of like peeking in, and like as Fang's explaining some of like their exploits, she's like kind of putting images to go with the stories into Priya's head. Just like she's thinking them and kind of projecting them. Like she's in their minds the whole time. Does not see anything weird with that.
Is there any semblance of, or any feeling of being replaced?
I don't think Emma would be worried unless Fang seems to be ignoring her. Like if Fang has like stopped sort of paying as much attention to Emma, like they're used to going on jobs, I guess, with like folks that are not just the two of them. So like that's fine. But if it becomes more than that, then like she'll kind of get a little bit like squinty at it, I think.
And I don't think it is yet for sure, because I mean Fang is just looking for love currently, not like realizing the depth it could be. So it's still just like, this is my friend. This is a new person that could love me.
I do think there's a bit of a moment, like either like as they're like meeting each other or like early in the drive, that like Priya's like thinking like, oh wow, hard eyes, and then Emma just sort of like, not like super purposefully, but is like, oh that's interesting, and like kind of half projects that feeling at Fang. She's like, oh wow, really cool, hard eyes, wow. Like no like actual like thoughts like she's in love with you, but like just like
Yeah.
And I think
I feel like that gets
that.
a little side eye and like a wink over at Emma too. Just a little like,
It was either that or text you a heart emoji. So like,
yeah, this is much easier.
This is just easier, right? You're driving. I don't want to distract you.
Mostly asking to see if you felt like that
easier.
was worthy of gaining Darkness Token.
I don't think yet, but I think
remember
she's keeping an eye on it. If it becomes too much more of like a directed thing and it becomes ignoring Emma, then yes. But like at this point, they're sharing the limelight, and that's fine with her.
I forgot how I get my darkness tokens. I'm such a bitch. All right, let's go. And I had 8 of them at the end of the last session.
Alright. So, you can either proceed on foot or figure out some way to move this heap of broken cars.
I'm fine with going around. I have 2 legs. I don't care. I live forever at this point. Death didn't want me, so like, let's go.
Do death.
I wore my walking boots today, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm used to walking to work, so this is fine.
Like,
I will teach you how to drive.
like Priya is like doing all that stupid like fangirling shit, like, and I don't say stupid in a negative way. I mean like the silly, the goofiness, like.
Yeah.
And Emma, that's the vibe you're getting when you look in her head.
Just a silly, goofy guy.
Less, yeah, like it's less cold, still logical, but
but also like that is very cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Hair twirly, hard eyes.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh, I love that. That's a fun feeling to like feel. So I think Emma's like, yeah, this is great, awesome, sick.
I mean, you probably get this from everyone that meets Fang, when the two of you are spending time together.
Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
This feels less like obsessive adoration and more like genuine.
Less devotion and more like
a crush, not
like genuine
enamored. Yeah,
like
enamored.
Like fuzzy drunk, like with like obsession. Like
yeah.
I'm just like silly goofy mood. It's great. No, but this is more like targeted and more like genuine, I want to say maybe.
Oh, I'm very into it. Yes.
For sure. It's like, oh, this is fun. I like this feeling. I'm gonna like sit in here for a little while. Just like surface level in your brain, just like sitting like a little frog in the puddle of your brain. Just, it's great. I love it.
3 of you press on foot, passing by houses, by apartment buildings, businesses. Pass by a restaurant. The windows are shattered, the door is broken off its hinges, and there's still food sitting on the tables. It's long since rotted,
Ew.
but looks like people just up and left their meals.
Hmm. Hmm.
God.
I think you both just get a wave of like gross, like in
Yeah.
your thoughts, just like ugh.
Like I say it at the same time as you like feel it.
Yeah, like
ugh.
the, we both.
like it was just like nod. Yes, correct.
Map
Gross is right.
zoom in more and more the further you travel. There's times when you start heading off down one street and the map stops and would start to zoom back out, letting you know you're going the wrong direction. Pass by police vehicles, abandoned, fire trucks, crashed into the side of a building and abandoned. Not a single soul in sight.
Okay, so then at this point, I would like to use, if you're okay with it, Death Walked here. And I would, Death reaches all places and into the heart of all things. When you seek to reconstruct events or learn something valuable in an area, spend darkness tokens and roll. Do I have to have? Okay, so I can just roll, correct?
Roll.
Because it's an ability. Okay.
Yeah, darkness is like extra to add on if you have 'em.
Okay, so I have an 8. So on an 8 through 10, Death shows you exactly what happened here. In addition, you draw Death close to you and ask 2 that Death will answer. Man, I'm always asking questions. All right.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Too much choice for me as Holly the player. All right. So can you do your? No, I'll just pick. Okay. All right. I would obviously like to see what happened here because that's what I rolled, but I would also like to know how I can use any of this as leverage, if that's a possibility. If
Okay.
it's not, that's okay. I would also like to know what draws Death close. So it says draw a line between a key and a facet of the mystery. Declare an irrevocable truth about the mystery.
Absolutely. Which 2 did you want?
So I want to know how I can use any of this as leverage. But you and I would also I want to know what draws Death close. So I get to draw a line between, or you draw a line between a key and a facet of the mystery, declaring an irrevocable truth about the mystery, as well in addition to knowing exactly what happened here. I'm really powerful.
As you're walking, there is just the remnants of people that start appearing. Just these smoky, spectral figures. None of them are real. You know that they aren't real. This is a gift from Death. People were going about their lives. And then in one moment, everyone just stopped. They all turned towards something, like they were listening to a speech. They dropped what they were doing, started walking. Climbed out of their cars, they walked through windows. They all just started walking. Same direction you're headed. As far as leverage, you know that this was some form of dark magic to manipulate, to reach this many people. Not only that, but the people that were nearby the town, or people that were just trying to drive through the town. there's some lingering magic. And you, with a concentrated effort, could probably reverse that.
Okay.
As far as drawing a line between a key and a facet, the only keys that you have are the empty town, the blood note, and I'm gonna give you the facets of the Crimson Kiss. So,
Okay.
but you draw a line, let's say, between the disappearing people, the Crimson Kiss. What is an irrevocable truth about this mystery
Mhm.
involving those two things?
What is? Are you asking?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Do I know? This is Holly. Do I know anything about the Crimson Kiss? Like, is there anything that I would know as a player before coming into this?
If that's something that Death would have showed you, you can name that as your truth. You can just build this
Okay.
scene however you want.
Okay.
You're asking if we touched that in the last session? No.
Okay, that is what I was asking. Fantastic. Okay, so I can do whatever I'd like. Okay.
This is new.
Okay. All right. I would like like Death because they are near. I would like them to absolutely show me like the link between the empty town and the Crimson Kiss, but not, not just like the blood note. Like, I get it. We're all being mysterious. I have an affinity for the flare. I love it. But as someone who is desperately trying to stop what is happening, I would like to know what it is. But also, when death comes close, I'm keeping tabs on my old buddy.
This place, the Crimson Kiss, it's not a place that exists in this world. It requires a door to get through. It's a door that people were invited to willingly. Following the path of these visions, you'd find the one central point where everyone had gathered and just disappeared. Emma, this place feels as familiar to you as it does to Priya. This is the Veil.
Oh. I
Oh,
think they
man.
say that out loud. I think they're like, I don't like half in their own head and half in Priya's head because they just always are in people's heads, and they just kind of like out loud, just like, oh.
Yes, when Priya puts like the 2 + 2 = frickin' 4, I'm not gonna. If you are looking at Priya, we'll just we're having a full-on physical manifestation. We've got goosebumps. If we had ears like a cat or a dog or any kind of animal, they perk up. It is it's full-on attention. We're here. There is the moment of reverence in Priya and Emma. If you're sitting in even if you're sitting even the shallow parts of Priya's mind, you are feeling. You are almost. I would say, to be honest, you are overwhelmed.
For sure.
With that feeling of, this is it. The time is nigh. You seize the moment, like carpe diem. This is a whole And
he's still trying to not breathe in the stinky food smell and is very confused as the panic. She's like, this is an empty town.
I think Emma gets this, and just the first coherent actual human English words that you get in your head are like, "Are you okay?" Are you good?
I like look at I look at Fing like holding
Looking at the map and trying to figure out which direction to go and not
100%.
smell.
And I'm like, okay, it's definitely not. And I like look at Emma and I just ever so slightly give you the and
We're good.
and it's all you feel if you're still like
Mhm.
into it, all you feel is the forward momentum push. Like the vibe is like let's go.
Go.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
yeah,
it's
and then
like let's go. Like
Emma out loud is just like, all right, where are we going? Where's the door?
I think if
I-
we go 2 blocks that way and then 3 blocks that, or is it upside down? This map is very difficult to read.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll lead the way. There is a focal point.
Oh,
That's where we're going. And
We're
I love a
that
woman that can take charge.
that's all I tell them. Like I do not give the details. I do not say where we're going. I just say I know where we're going and I'm like I'll lead the way.
Emma's just like falling behind like a little puppy and just like looks at Fang, just like, it's the between place. And just like, it's like,
Oh.
oh, it's between. Like, just no context, but like that's just kind of the way that she is.
This between place.
Uh-huh.
What exactly is it between? Is it between life and death? Is it between here and up there? Kind of what's the...
I think Emma's like walking and like thinking very hard. And then you just kind of get like the vibes because they don't have words for what the between is. But you just get the vibe of like, okay, so it isn't and there isn't and nothing is because it isn't and then it is becoming and then it is. And this is the becoming of the it. Like it's not because like I'm not alive. So it's like I came through, but also if you die, you come through. If you're born as like a people, you come through. So like it's the becoming, but like all of it, not like life. Like kind of like life, but it's just like train of thought, but it's not words. It's like vibes.
Love it.
It's like it's just it's becoming, you
Interesting.
know. And then it's also the unbecoming. Like it's both. It's the same. And she's just like walking around like trying to. And then I think they're having this sort of like mental like trying to like transfer this information, and they just kind of like tilt their head, look at Priya like, why were you becoming?
I think
Or
I was
unbecoming.
I was begoing, yes.
You were begoing. Oh. And they just get like kind of like very serious, like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to ask. Like people get real sad about the begoing. And Emma has had, people bego. Does not enjoy it, so I'm sorry.
No, and as you guys have this conversation, Priya looks at Fang and is like, are you not a god? What a goddess? I don't know.
Well, mostly still. There was a unfortunate incident in which I here. I can still do interesting things though, and I have tricks up my sleeve.
So
Trinkets.
so what I understand is that you're in the in between of your kind.
Oh,
But this isn't the
that's
between. Like they're like
Right, but
But for me.
but for Fang it is the between.
we're on like a horizontal axis, and you just get like the visual. Like we're on a horizontal, and then
vertical.
Fang is on the
Love it.
vertical, but their between is our yes.
Is your end.
is our
It's
yes.
like this.
Right? It's like a T. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. 100%.
We're
100%.
at the 90. We're at the 90
We're at the
degree.
90.
Yeah,
We're at the
we're
intersection.
here. I could
but
go
it's not
here, but
Uh-huh.
All right.
If you all are quite finished, there's the
Uh.
voice that just echoes out.
I wasn't really yet. I did have more to talk about. Do you mind giving us, I don't know, 2 more minutes?
I'm searching for the mind. I don't care about the face. I don't care about where he
Yeah, I
physically
mean, my
I'm
eyes
lives.
are
trying-
everywhere and vibes trying to figure it out, but
I'm trying to recognize.
I'm like in the vibe space.
If you've seen those old like 3D like cross your eye picture puzzles that they used to have back in the 90s, it's kind of like
Emma loves
that,
those.
where everything just looks a little out of place, and the more you focus, the more things start to make sense. And you start to see that the streets around you aren't around you anymore. It's more of a walkway, more of a red carpet. There's lights that start to get brighter and brighter. Hear the sound of music. Louder, louder.
this is more my speed.
What
it's just
kind
like-
of what kind
What
of
are the
music
bops?
do I hear?
What's the
Yeah,
vibe?
like
What's
Uh,
the genre?
I'm gonna post it for you.
the genre.
Emma's like half focused, like trying to more find the mind than like look for a physical person, and it's just like
Yes.
I am not dressed for a party. Like,
Go.
Love it. Okay.
You can see a door. Or a window, maybe? Behind it sits a figure. Just towering. Hunched over, kind of cramped in this box of a room. Holds out one enormous hand, which any of you could easily climb into and sit comfortably.
Emma goes to shake it.
If you're here to gamble, I need you to cash in.
What do we gamble with?
He just
What
looks at
do
Fang
you
like
have?
gamble.
Nothing.
What is
That's
gamble?
not true. Everyone has something.
Oh no.
I just like reach into my bag. She has a purse, of course. And like pulls out what looks to be kind of like a broken like drinking horn, you know, like Viking-esque drinking horn. Emma, I think, is definitely the only person here that has seen what Fang looks like in full god mode. And they have a broken horn, and this is very clearly the other, like the portion that broke off of the horn.
Didn't know it did that.
There you go. I just hand it to him as it is. I have a new thing. Thanks to my leveling up. What's it called? My fleeting divinity.
Oh.
I have a collection of relics that are small fragments of my divinity.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's so
Oh, that's
fancy.
cool. that's cool as heck.
That's
I love to see it.
I have a ton of them, and they give me plus or minus one depending on what I want when I actually use them to expend divinity.
We haven't had a god through here in some time.
Wonderful. That'll make people that much more excited to see me.
Indeed.
Is this like... I feel like this is a Wings acceptable establishment.
Of course.
It's a wings out situation.
Immediately. Just these giant... I forgot what I described them as last time. I think they're still very like angelic, like feathery wings, the typical thing, but much more darker in coloring.
Absolutely. So you are trading a piece of your divinity for a buy-in.
Unless you want my car. But that
Material,
didn't seem steep enough.
material possessions mean very little here.
That's what I assumed.
I was like, good. I don't have those.
when this person or this entity says that, Priya, not necessarily in a panic, Priya doesn't panic, but it is close as panic as Priya can get because Priya has knowledge, books, and a close and personal relationship with death. That and so a little bit nervous to do this, but I took a division move, and the division move that I took was the Forbidden Archives. And I always sorry. I feel like I'm like going into this the Power by the Apocalypse thing where the division has within its facilities a maze of libraries and tomes bursting with knowledge. I found a section of the library that very few know about. Some books are so dangerous that they are bound by chains and spell tech. And when you take this move, I get to answer at least one of the following questions. And I'm going to choose which book have you read against the division's strict orders? And
Favorite book.
right. I mean, but so I have read and this is not pertinent to what's happening right now, but I feel like it's really important that I do this now. I have read The Ways in Which to Kill Death.
No. No, don't wait.
And so, and then also I get to reveal that I brought one of the forbidden books with me. And the forbidden book that I took with me, because I was not quite done reading it, was I mean, I'm sorry, Hoop. I feel like this is like really OP, and I'm so sorry, man.
All of you are OP. That's the
All these
purpose.
powers are meant to be.
Is that not only have I read that book of How to Kill Death in its entirety, but I have the book I have been thumbing and reading in my downtime is to essentially cut the veil of living and dead.
So there's like no cross?
There's no veil. It's all one thing.
To like open a door or to destroy it entirely?
I'm still reading. I don't know.
Fair enough. You know what? Asked and answered.
Are you offering this book as payment?
And so I say this because I don't want to offer the book. I want to offer the knowledge I have pertaining
Absolutely.
to. Okay, I want to keep the book.
Yep.
I gotta return it.
Trading knowledge or
Yes.
buy-in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mostly because I, to be honest, this book is bound by spell tech. I can't get into it yet, and I'm trying. So technically, I'm supposed to roll for that.
We'll hold off on that roll.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It'll matter.
But yes, I felt like story-wise, this was a good time to be like, hey, this is what I have
Absolutely.
in my bag.
Emma, from both Fang and Priya, as they offer their buy-in, you would very clearly see just a piece of their aura just kind of hand itself over into this ginormous palm. For a moment it sits, and then full on starts to twist and turn until it manifests into just coins. coins that spill out of their hand, but before they can hit the ground, they just disappear.
I think Emma's still confused on the concept of gambling, but that also is just like, okay, so I understand buy. I have purchased items for sure. So we don't, I think they're like out loud are like, so we don't get it back. This is buy? Is gamble different than buy? Like looking at like Fang, looking at Priya, is gamble different than buy? It looks different than buy.
You have the chance when you gamble to get your money back plus more. So it's less like buying and trading things. It's buying in to get more. Hopefully. Or lose it all.
Okay,
I
so
love when people lose it all.
maybe get it back. But maybe not.
Maybe not. But maybe. And just think, if these are the things we're giving up, what are we gonna win?
Emma's like, oh man, because Emma saw what was being given up, and apparently that is gamble. So that is, that is what it is. They're like, oh man, that's dunk. I don't like. They don't have a purse. I don't even know if they have pockets. They have like their cell phone, their like division issued cell phone tucked into like the waistband of their joggers or whatever. Like they don't have like physical items, right? And I don't think he wants physical items. So I think they're kind of like sitting there stumped for a second, like, I don't. And it's like, okay, I might not get it back. So I'll give something that I don't necessarily want back. What if addressing big guy with hand? And they sort of like conjure up this telepathic image of like, it looks real to him, but it's not, it's ephemeral. This like image of a like summer camp friendship bracelet, basically. And is like, what if I give you friendship? Is that a thing? It's not physical. And then poof, and the bracelet is gone. Unless you want like my phone, but that's not super fun. That's just work.
Your ability. That would be an adequate wager.
Ability?
How you listen to those around you.
Oh, she does that, by the way. I looked at Priya.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if you
was
knew.
Priya's like, is that a thing?
Yeah.
And she kind of like looks in like disbelief at Emma and is like, you just in there?
Are you not?
She's in there a lot. No, I'll
Should I
like
not-
try to like really catch and hold Priya's eyes. Sometimes shares a little bit of that info
Should I not be?
to those that need to.
Just like genuine question. Should I not be?
I love it.
First off, when Fang genuinely locked eyes with me, I was.
God, I just died for a moment.
Yeah, like there was nothing you could have said that I would have heard, and so,
For
but
sure,
I know
1000%.
that Emma said something, and I'm like, excuse me, what?
Oh, should I not? Should I ask first? Some people want me to ask first. Do you want me to ask first?
Yes.
And they're just like, yeah, like matter of fact, like, sure, okay,
The
What?
figure just kind of turns its palm a little, and you see a similar light pull itself out of you. And just for a moment, it is the most silent it's ever been in your mind. No external thoughts, no images, no emotions.
Oh man. And Emma just like, oh man. Oh, I don't like this. I want to win this back. Looks at Fang. I want to win this back. Can we win it?
I'll make
How do
sure
we
you
how do
win
we
it.
get it back?
I don't know.
Just
How
like
do
kind
we
of-
win these things back?
I'm so mad. I was going to do the thing that Emma always does at this guy, but I haven't done it yet, and now I can't.
I think just
and that is
passively, you probably would have done it just because you do it to everybody.
yeah.
This
for
figure
sure.
doesn't have a mind.
Oh, that's terrifying. And then, like, they don't have anything to focus on, and then it's all gone, and Emma's just like, oh shit.
There's like
think
being
I-
alone in a crowd, and then there's
Uh-huh.
being the one person in a crowd that just in like a sea of people, you can't hear anybody.
Oh man. I don't think Fang has seen Emma like this genuinely terrified since the first job they worked together. Like they have come into themselves a lot since then, and they are right back at square one. They're like, oh, this.
I
oh,
think
no.
what's even weirder too is I could feel you being terrified last time, and now I can't.
And now you just it's just surface level. You just see it.
Yeah, I'm just like,
And I think she's like actively trying to like reach out to you, and then even both of you just like, oh, maybe it's just Fang that's broken. Like maybe I can, and then nobody's there, and it's oh god. Oh god.
Priya, for once in her life, is not overthinking, is not analytical, and is just like bebopping. Like, you are like in a moment of panic, and you just look over at Priya, and it is just like what I would consider like calm. Things are fine. Like,
And they want to see if that's genuine, and they can't. And it's like their immediate thought is, oh, they look chill. Is that true? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I think I'll offer my arm to Emma.
And they just like
Good hand.
not even like looking at you, just like one arm, just like oh.
We will get it back. I
Okay.
can only imagine how you're. I know how you're feeling. Why do you think I make so many people love me? So it's never quiet.
get what back?
I'll put my arm out to Priya, my other arm.
And
We
she
should
like
get yours back.
takes it, and it's like,
I've got like both of y'all's arms and then both my hands on both of your hands. And my arm. I'm,
My
like,
girl's with me.
I'm also like 6'6".
Both of you
Oh,
just
yeah.
being like
Oh,
covered and hugged by a pair of giant
my
wings.
Oh, Emma is perfectly comfortable inside the wing. Like this is fine.
That
I'm
massive
just gonna
door
curl.
opens. Music gets louder. A warm, intoxicating scent of roses out. And you are welcomed in to the Crimson Kiss. Feel like that's a fantastic place before we get into it to take a quick break, give everyone a chance to grab a drink, stretch your legs,
Oh man.
I saw Holly with wine. I gotta go get wine.
sorry.
and we'll be back in just a few minutes to explore what this place has to offer. We'll see you soon, everybody. And welcome back. Where we left off, we've given up little pieces of ourselves as a buy-in in exchange for some kind of veil currency. Some of us are missing those pieces a little more than others,
Fine, I'm fine.
but arm in arm,
Fine.
you walk through the giant doors and enter the Crimson Kiss. Music.
I wish
picks
I
up.
had the time.
Oh,
I
go
would
ahead.
love a drawing of us all arm in arm with my big old wings, and then you'll just
Oh,
y'all
say
real
less.
cute next to me. I'm so cute.
Ooh, thank you for the villain point. I think I'll
Whatever.
use that immediately.
When
Why
will
did
you
you
realize
do that,
that your
Jason?
actions have consequences? Thank you.
Who
for
did it?
saying me.
Rude.
Ah,
Ron, I'm looking at you.
I'm going to tick the doomsday clock by 1 as
Ah,
you all
crap.
step in,
Great. Can only mean good things.
and I need everyone to mark a condition, and
Huh.
just let me know what your condition is.
another one? Because I was debating marking a condition already.
That's up to you.
You know what? I'll mark the other one I was debating, actually. Saves me from a choice.
Oh no, I was
I love
joking when I
that.
said I can't wait till I can mark this condition, but it's the only one that I can feasibly make sense.
Do it.
Because
Go
I
off,
don't
Esty.
think I'd be forlorn or raging. I think I'm lustful.
Excellent.
I'm in a
I am,
gambling kind of scenario.
yes, I am marking obsessed.
Oh.
Yes.
This is gonna be so bad for us. I love that.
I
Let's go.
know.
Well-
I mean, what am I obsessed with? We'll find out.
Why
I'm
don't
marking
we?
defensive. I've already marked unreachable.
Why don't we tie this emotion that you marked off with what you're seeing as you're stepping in to this casino?
I knew it. Okay.
Okay.
We can go clockwise, starting for me, which means that Taylor would be first, unless anyone wants to jump in.
Would anyone like to go first? Yeah.
I've got one.
Go for it. Go for it.
If
Yeah.
Yes.
you want a second to
Uh-huh,
marinate.
I have ideas,
Um,
but now I gotta make it lustful.
So I didn't have much of an idea, and then I marked defensive, and now I have an idea. And I'm sorry, Hoop, if this throws a wrench in your plans.
No such
But
thing.
I'm also not. So I marked defensive just now, and I think so. Emma has just sort of lost this ability that she's always had to sort of like tap into the surface thoughts of everybody around her, and it's gone very quiet. And then she walks into this room, and there's a million people, and it's still quiet. Except for she's done this enough times that she can sort of parse when it's being done at her. So there is somebody in this vicinity who is like wading into the shallows of her mind. And that doesn't happen in that direction to her ever. But she's done it enough times to other people to recognize what it is. But so that's happening, and she is defensive because, okay, so there is somebody else who can do this, and they didn't lose that, and I lost that, and they just get to keep doing it, and I don't have that. Okay, that's fine. This is fine.
Great for you.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
great
happy.
for you. I love that for you. Live your truth or whatever. It's fine. I'm fine.
Priya or Fang?
Okay. Knowing Priya's gonna go. I hope that's okay, Taylor.
Mhm, mhm.
Knowing what we're doing, in which this is some weirdly veiled currency. Priya is like overcome with the idea of that which she has held onto for so very long finally coming to fruition. Yes. And when we are in this life and death in between state casino, Priya is absolutely reading the room. She wants to see who is there. And she is very knowledgeable, so there's a good chance that Priya absolutely knows a majority of the people that are here.
Either consciously or subconsciously.
Yes.
Absolutely. Stepping in and seeing crowds of people, many of them looking your direction. There's a clear difference between the general gambling floor, which looks infinite in size. The center of this casino stretches up and up and out and out. There's no end in sight. There's hundreds of thousands to millions of people along the general gambling floor. But up above, the raised balcony, where there are bodyguards to guard the stairwells, people up there staring down and noting. You can see that they're even starting to whisper. Probably about you.
Noticing Priya specifically, or the three of us?
Hard to tell, but they're definitely staring your direction.
Um, Bria is going to ignore the normal emotions that would evoke for somebody and is going to do the hard cold outer exterior with zero reaction. Even though she absolutely feels it, she's going to react with like coldness.
Rhea is someone that just needs to know. Like that is her goal in life, to know and to have all these people sharing secrets. It's just that obsession it just bites away.
Okay. I think with that, like following kind of the gaze and like watching what Priya is looking at, um, that Fang is ecstatic that there are this many people here and people that she doesn't know yet. That's the best room for them to walk into, is one where it's new people to convert. And let's be honest, Fang lusts after a lot of things. But the attention is one of them. And is definitely a little bit changed in this certain trip fallen on Earth thanks to Emma, and now seeing Priya having some sort of interest and these people having some sort of interest in our group, that I think Fang will like kind of still holding on to both of them, kind of maybe walk in to, maybe there's like a little seating area or a little entryway area here, but I feel like we got this jazzy music playing. There's probably a band somewhere, and probably with that band there's a microphone,
Absolutely.
so I think Fang is just really kind of tampering her usual lust in where she would just ditch her friends and go gather a bunch of cronies. And instead we'll walk them probably to like what would be kind of the VIP booth. And if there are people there, she just looks at them uncomfortably, hoping they will move. Just has that like very about them attitude, because the goal is to sit them down comfortably in a spot, and then I'm gonna go sing a little sexy number on stage
Ooh.
and possibly do some moves.
Yeah. I mean, even as you were walking up to the VIP section, the bodyguards, again, these monstrously large figures, just look down, take a step to the side, and let the three of you pass.
Then yeah, I think sitting them, making sure everyone's comfortable. I'll like do some snaps to whoever is bartending, to just get attention. And we'll turn. I feel like too, when the turn happens, the wings kind of cover for a second, and there's like an outfit change from the like thinking they're going on a mission kind of like work suit to now like I am about to sing in a jazz club slinky number, you know? And even if it's in the middle of the song, is trying to walk up on stage and take over the microphone.
We love to see it.
Absolutely. I mean, they gladly just kind of parts ways, that anyone that was by the stage and the band would stop watching you approach.
Okay.
And
Oh, go on.
no,
You said Ant.
just the
Um,
lead, the singer, the individual that's been up, I mean, providing the melody, would just take a step back.
you're absolutely wonderful. You can sing backup if you'd like. And then I'll take the microphone. And yeah, I think I look
Yay.
back to whoever seems to be the band leader, give some random ass song that probably hasn't been a thing for the last like 300 years, and just assume they're gonna know it. Um and turn and probably, I still have this little bit of divinity kind of left. And so I'm trying to really, my normal view is very terrifying, so I'm not trying to do that, but I think, there's a little bit of shimmer that is being manifested on the wings as they hit the light, and definitely maybe letting the kind of gold in the eyes show, and really trying to just be one of those people on stage that you're like, "Oh my gosh, who is this person?" as I use my move, Call Me Master.
Shut up. Damn.
Respectfully, get it.
Right? Like, okay.
Man, if I could
Says
love,
no one. Oh, go ahead. It says no one can resist the call of your dark heart, not for long, anyways.
The band
And I'm
starts.
mesmerizing on looking NPCs. I'm assuming that is my goal. Is
So-
to mesmerize on looking NPCs, especially the people that Priya was eyeing.
Okay, perfect. If that is the case, I don't know that you're doing that because I cannot read minds, Emma.
Mhm.
But but I see what you're doing, and if Hoop will allow it, I would like to use my powers of darkness because I have that ability just innately, to add some flavor. I would like to roll in a misty fog
Ooh, yes.
underneath, like that cold, low, you see in scary movies and Swamp Thing and stuff where it's so close to the ground, but when you walk through it, everywhere. I
Yes.
absolutely want to add that to the stage presence that is Fang.
So I
Love it.
posted a song.
Do we get
The
What
lyrics
is
that
this?
I just heard as this is playing for the stream was, "I have you wrapped around my finger, but don't you dare call me tomorrow."
Oh my
Facts.
god, it's
that sounds about
perfect.
right.
It's perfect. That is the opening lines to this song, and there's a little bit of scatting too. It's real jazzy, but it's sultry.
Absolutely.
Okay, I don't remember how to
Scream,
play this
scatting.
game. I start with 2d6. Then I get help? Is that a thing in this game from getting this nice cool
Darkness
fog?
tokens.
I
So-
do. Yeah, I do have to use darkness
Oh,
for
but yeah.
this.
So yeah, if
Ah.
you, I'll say that Priya, if you would also like to roll, but yours would just be, just a. I don't remember the core rules of this or the core basic moves.
I don't
I
remember
honest-
how
I was
Uh,
I think actually, so I will tell you what I remember from Monster of the Week is that it just gives the person that I'm helping an extra dice.
that's
So
how
if
it
you
usually
would-
is empowered. But
Technically,
Yeah.
but that would be bad. Well, okay, actually, because if
I'm
you
happy to
roll an
roll.
11 or higher, that means that your move was too effective. And
Right,
I
right.
think with that added ambiance, that makes sense that this might be
Might be
too
too much.
much.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah.
much.
See, but now I get to try and figure out how many darkness tokens I'm actually going to use, which if I'm going to get a bonus, I'm probably only going to use one because I have to use at least one.
So,
So,
1 and
that'll-
3d6.
I don't think I've ever rolled this much in my life in a Powered by the Apocalypse game.
Right? Me
So
either.
so many
no whammies,
sixes.
no whammies. Or I guess all whammies.
Good
maybe.
thing
I
I'm
don't
very
know.
prone to ones. Oh, that's very low. Hold on. That's
We might be
6.
good.
And that's 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's exactly what you needed.
I
8 to a
rolled
10.
3 threes, 1.
So,
Yeah.
what's this move called?
What?
What's this move called?
Call me master. And so
Yes, ma'am.
basically on an 8 through 10, you've claimed new worshippers. Choose 2. They will fulfill a single command exactly as you wish. They will grant you new powers, temporarily describe them, or they will create a place of worship and power in your name. I kind of want that last one selfishly. But I'm not gonna do it. I don't. What?
Unless.
feel like I could still get what I want by them worshiping me more than asking them to do a command.
Mhm.
So I may, yeah, I think, we're in this jazz club kind of scenario. I think then the goal with these words, trying to like imbue the thoughts into these people, like I want to be the VIP of all VIPs. I want to have like my own table that has my name on it that I can come to whenever I want. I want a drink named after me. Like
I
that's
was
the kind
just
of
gonna
worship. Yeah, it's not like we're starting a church or anything,
It is I am on the
but
menu.
yes. And then the other one, let me know if this is acceptable.
Mhm.
Because I don't know, and this is very out of character. I'm trying to get darkness tokens, but Fang is having like Emma is ruining her by making her a good person.
It's okay. Emma is pissed right now, so you can.
Well,
Do
I
with
would
that what
like
you
the
will.
temporary powers to be giving Emma some of their abilities back.
Okay.
Interesting.
Because I can grant it says grant you new powers, so I don't know if that would be
Yeah, well,
acceptable in your mind.
absolutely.
But I would like to give at least a little something something back to Emma so they're not feeling so lost in this place.
So, in that moment where that song is still echoing in people's minds, and patrons have started to just kind of gather to listen, Emma, it's maybe surprising, maybe a little bit of a shock that you can suddenly start to hear one voice in particular, very feminine, very confident, much like Fang, but there's more hunger behind. Oh, well, that's delectable, isn't it? Hello, darling. Seems that my gift meant for your beautiful companion up there was sent to you instead.
I was just kind of like, oh yeah, this is not what. like, so used to it that like they're not, you know, quite processing that they're missing it fully, but like that it's like, oh, this is Fang. This is not Fang. I should not be hearing this. And they'll like kind of go back into that habit of like projecting a thought out, like fully confident that it will hit, but it super might not. That it's just like name, like who, what, like just like the idea of the question of identify yourself, like who are, what is, etc.
Don't be a stranger. Now that we've shared minds, there's not much left between us. And just
That's not true.
looking around, you see these private, like, curtained off booths around the edge of the stage, and one of them opens just a little, and a single hand just reaches out, gives that one fingered come
They
hither
like
motion.
project the image of that hand and like that. Yes, you. Yes, correct. Eh?
So innocent. Yes, come say hello.
Mm. They just like 100% like apparently apropos of nothing. Grab Priya's hand. We should go a place. There's a person. I can hear a person.
And so Priya, noting that her this is so silly. So noting that she laid her not necessarily all of her knowledge on the time on the line, but like her like knowledge, just knowledge.
Mhm.
Knowledge is Priya's ambition, and this is probably the first time in her entire life that Priya is like having a good time. And like she feels no pressure. She feels no like, oh, there has to be moves and like like counter moves and like she, and Kit grabs her. Oh, sorry. Emma grabs her by the arm and is
I'm
like,
here now.
um, and Priya's like, oh, it's great. Things are great. And she's like, you hear what? Like it's I won't say it's on the level of like Valley Girl or the vapidness of like, the dumb blonde,
We're getting
but
there.
but she is feeling
This is
she's never felt this. It is like a freeness that she's never had
Brian's
before.
drunk.
Yeah,
She's
like
drunk on knowledge,
like
drunk on
like
vibes.
she's like, it's great. Things are great. Like, how are you?
Everything's
How are you?
fine.
Even though she's like looking around the room,
Mhm.
analyzing who's there, in her mind, she knows that she needs to know that stuff, but there's no motive currently. It's I've offered that knowledge, and when Emma says someone's talking to her, she's like, what? like
I
like
was like,
it's
Emma's trying to like project the like general idea. She's used to projecting like a whole like complex thought in like a second and just like project it and now you have it and there we go and we're done. This human communication of speaking language is just so like they do it, but they don't have to do it. They do it when they want to. They don't do it when they have to do it. So like they're like thinking, they're like, come on, come on, come on. And then they're like, oh, I have to like say words. And they're like, I was in your head. I'm not in your head. They took that. Somebody is in my head back. We need to go see who that is.
And in that moment, that split second happens where Priya is like, she kind of has that, that the ambiguity of that moment where she's like, do I hold on to what I'm feeling now, or do I go forward with the person that's telling me that they need help? And
Bring you information.
yes,
Sort of.
Priya's going to go with Emma under the pretense that she still is ultimately drunk off of her lack of knowledge. Like, like it's like,
100%.
yeah,
Oh, for
like,
sure.
okay, all right, I'll come with
It's
you.
all vibes. We're
Like,
hanging. We're
yeah, I
chilling.
don't want you to be by yourself. Okay, I'm coming. Like,
And they like go to like send that same like, oh, we're going a place to Fang, and they can't, and they're like,
yeah, no, I'm
like
there.
Fang might not even be looking, but like they're just like, like.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
I definitely, because like I said, I mean, everything that performance just was, while all the eyes were on Fang and that's what they wanted, what they got out of it was for you two. So fully was paying attention to like what y'all
Weeping,
were
wailing, crying,
doing in the situation.
sobbing.
Everybody wins in this scenario. They got attention. Y'all got maybe hopefully what you need.
I'm feeling nothing. It's great.
It's lit.
Um,
We're just
yeah.
like, we're got it's like
your
frantic.
your song would last a little while longer. The table where your
I'm not
companions
cutting
were.
it short. I'll just watch where they're going.
Oh yeah.
Their table's immediately filled with people the moment they get up, but you see them walk across the seating area to one of the private curtained off booths, get to the entrance, and it is very slowly pulled apart. They are beckoned in.
Emma is so tentative. I can usually get a read on people before I enter the room, and that is not happening, and I hate it so much.
And for once, Priya doesn't care.
Damn, wish that were me.
Swap.
Must be
She's
nice.
like, this is great. This is great. I don't care. Like,
A party with Cardi. Let's go.
Inside, the size of the booth from the outside definitely is not reflected at the interior. It is a massive room, which is good because the figure that you're staring at, just clothed in beautiful silks and gold and jewels, from necklaces to earrings to rings to piercings, if they were standing, would probably be a good 11, 12 feet tall. Just a beautiful figure, both feminine and masculine features. And they just have to kind of lie sideways along this booth and just smile at you.
Emma's like clearly trying to project some sort of thought, and whether or not it's going through, it's clunky, I imagine. But if they get it, it's like, okay, what? Yes, you. Who are you? What are I?
Please do take a seat. Not exactly what I'd expected. But who here is exactly what you would expect?
I'm sad. I don't.
Immediate sit.
I'm for sure on the floor. I do not care. Like, I cannot be confined by the corporeal notion of seats. I don't.
I don't subscribe to seating.
I don't believe
Not for
in
me.
the supremacy of chairs. It seems excessive. It seems unnecessary. I'm sad.
I love it.
I figured that we would wait for niceties until a beautiful companion joined us. But you can call me Aranas.
Okay. I wish there's a way for me to know if I recognize this person. I don't.
Would... No, you very well might. This figure is a shepherd. Souls that get lost in the veil need to be wrangled.
Interesting.
Fang, I would say that your performance goes on long enough to get the full adoration of the room, but then you are free to step off and, of course, take your bow to roses and applause and whatever they have that they can throw up on the stage.
Give me it all.
But then you're free to join your companion.
Yeah, I think give a little bow, hand the mic back over to the singer, give a good little thumbs up to the band, a little wink to everybody to make sure they know that they're just absolutely amazing, and then walk down the stage and just like fling the curtain open to this booth.
Absolutely. Emma,
Emma's just like,
you have a hero point. And I think we have a group hero point.
Nope, it's me.
Oh, it's Priya. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm keeping track. Don't you worry.
Oh man.
But yeah, you open the curtain to your companions seated along the edge of this booth, which it just extends deeper into the structure, and this figure lying in that, like, draw me like one of your French girl poses, but
For
just
sure.
fully draped in finery that probably hasn't existed in this world for many, many years.
Would I have any idea of this person just with the many years of living and knowing large divine-esque people?
I think you'd at least recognize someone of your same stature. Someone who tasted divinity, but now is resigned to a lower position.
Ooh, I think yeah, then I will walk in, give a little smile to my compatriots here, and then probably sit as closely to this individual as I can on this like booth scenario, and just kind of head in hands, just looking them up and down, like not in like a judging way, but like a fully soaking it in the most like endearing and lustful way possible, so this person feels like, oh my god, I'm hot shit.
Ah,
Is it me? Am I the drama?
Yeah. Me. And I'm just like, so what'd you do to get stuck here?
oh, I'm given special privilege here. I do some work for the mistress and offered amenity very few can ever taste.
Oh,
When
that's
go on, sorry.
oh, I was just saying that's much better than what stuck me down here. Mine was a literal stab in the back and kind of a kick off a mountain and kind of
And
rubbed in the dirt.
and when they say mistress, after Fang says that, I say, mistress, like question mark at the end. You care to share that
Yes.
info with the rest of the class?
Patron, the Crimson Kiss.
Who is
Oh, don't worry. You've drawn her attention, and I'm sure you'll be meeting her shortly.
okay, but could you give us a precursor? And like
Yeah, what can
Priya,
we say to get in her good
yeah,
side?
Priya knows a lot of things. There are things Priya probably knows this. Holly doesn't, but Priya probably does. and and so she is absolutely going to play dumb or ignorant on the end of this. Like, oh, okay, great. I'm glad that you have mistress. I'm glad that there's someone in charge. We're going to meet them soon. Fantastic. So you're gonna tell me who? Like that's the vibe that Priya's
Mhm.
giving. Like
I think it would be more fun to let you find that out for yourself. You do enjoy a bit of sport, I can tell.
That I do. Give a little like side eye back over to Priya and then back.
As for
So,
your fall,
hmm.
I may know a name or two that could perhaps help you climb back up.
Oh. And how might I be getting this information? I'm sure it doesn't come free.
You. When you meet the mistress, and you'll understand soon enough, just do what you came here to do, and I'll consider that payment enough.
See, that's the funny thing. I don't fully know what we came here to do.
Oh, but I do.
Betting. I'm assuming there's a gamble, but
Yeah.
the blood map wasn't too precise.
I've already seen your fates, which is why you're so interesting. Because you will have many. Your fate is not written. But I know what you're going to try to do. And I support it.
Priya does some big eyes. Doesn't say shit, but like is genuinely like, okay.
I think Emma hears like, I know what you're here to do. I've seen your stuff, and is like trying to like pry into that. And she does not know if she can still, but there is that channel open between these two. So this might be the only person that she can try to do that move with, which is you can't hide your heart from me.
Ooh.
Because here's the thing, if you take away my telepathy, you may or may not take away 2 of my moves. So this is like the potentially the one person I can do this with still. So I'm gonna try, I think. If
Yes,
and you can tell
yes.
me that it straight up doesn't work, but
I love it.
because like she at this point she's grasping for any straws, any scraps that are available, and this is the only tether currently like still intact.
Please, yeah.
So yeah, sensitive to the surface level thoughts and strongest feelings of those around you when you deepen your senses, spend darkness tokens and roll to ask some questions. So I'm gonna, and I have 4 darkness tokens because I'm scared out of my goddamn mind. So I'm gonna spend, honestly, like 3 of them and just try to knock it out. Screw the consequences. Emma is not thinking rationally at this point. 10.
Beautiful.
7 and 3.
It has 2 questions.
Okay. Oh shoot. I'm gonna ask. Oh man. What are you hiding? And what don't you realize you know?
They're hiding that they can't leave this place. They're bound here.
Oh, I love that. Excellent.
And what don't you realize you know?
Is to also draws a line between a key and a facet
Uh,
that
I-
they are aware of.
I think drawing a line between Mistress and the Crimson Kiss would be a beautiful thing to have.
Excellent. Excellent. Do we get? Does she get to know like the nature of that?
The irrevocable truth is that
Mhm.
this place shouldn't exist, which I don't think is that much of a stretch for anyone to get. But this place exists, the fact that it exists outside of the bounds of life and death means that this is damn near torture. They're drawing in souls that shouldn't be here and keeping them trapped in here for as long as they want. This isn't about entertainment or worship. This is about power and control, which one person holds: the Mistress.
Emma is seething. And Emma cannot tell anybody these things because typically they would be doing that secretly.
In counterplay, Eranis is going to choose to ask you what you
That's fine.
are truly afraid of, and who or what do you love above all else?
Well, those are some good questions, actually. Okay, what are you truly afraid of? Emma is truly afraid of being alone again. They were alone in the interim between when they were cut off from their kid, and when the division found them, and then when they figured out what they were doing. Like, there was a long span of time where they just did not know a diddly dang thing. And so they are, and now with like that telepathy cut off again, like they are terrified of what is happening right now, which is being cut off and being alone and not having that one lifeline to reach out. And who or what do you love above all else? Oh man. I feel like it would be hard and untrue to say anything other than like the memory of that kid. And like honestly, like those memories, like they love having that connection with literally anyone. Most of all the kid, but the kid is no longer there, so they're kind of finding that a similar sort of thing. It's never going to reach, that connection that an imaginary friend has with their kid, right?
Yep.
but they are finding similar things in people like Fang, people like Priya, people like the people that they work with. And that connection is truly what they love.
They just smile back at you, realizing that you were prying, and there's a moment where they did some prying in return.
Do I know that they were prying back?
Absolutely.
Oh, they're even angrier.
To
Like they
the
were mad.
point,
Oh, they're pissed.
I will give you a bond with this person.
I'm gonna cry. Okay. Yeah. For sure. 1,000%. Oh, I hate this. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
You know, if you wanted to stay, you could stay with me forever.
No. No.
And they'll just kind of
Absolutely.
like,
Before they're even done. No.
they'll gesture deeper into this booth and see a figure just floating out, barely physical. They just set a bottle on the table, a couple glasses. Fang, you'd recognize this as ambrosia. I don't know that either of the rest of you have ever tasted Fear of the Gods.
Unless
Unless
it's
somebody
been
has
quite
given
a
it, then I
while
know.
since I've seen that.
Only the finest. They'll take a glass and pour themselves some. Please.
There's no like ill effects with ambrosia for people not of godliness, right?
So, the effects of this, and I'll tell you before you drink, is
Okay.
that when you go to make a check, I get to roll a dice, and I can replace one of your dice with the one that I rolled.
Oh, interesting.
Man. Chaos.
It stimulates the fact that you are literally drunk on power. This is the most powerful alcohol that has ever existed.
Oh, crap. Yeah.
Bang pours herself a glass or puts a glass out to get poured, but then like tries to be very subtle about it to the other two, but just kind of like a push their hands away kind of
Do it.
thing.
Don't
And
do
is
it.
trying to keep eye contact with Uranus to not notice the like pushing the glasses away from the other two. And it's like,
Priya is already drunk. We've established that. Priya is like, nah, brah, I'm good. Like inner Priya is like, I'm fine. So
good.
she just is like, like like the
yeah.
fine.
And Party McCarty.
I don't feel as heavy as I did 20 minutes ago. Like we're fine. Like
Right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and she'll put her glass up for a little bit of a cheers or a clink with her on us, and she's like, so we do whatever it is we're here to do, and you give me names. How can I trust these names are going to be beneficial to me?
I'll do more than that. I will put you in face-to-face contact.
do I hear this? I'm
Yeah.
assuming I'm next.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah.
Man, I'm talking out loud. I got no telepathic abilities.
Okay, great.
None of us do, apparently.
Okay. In the moment that I like Priya hears this, does like when she says these names, do they like ping a little something? I am not ignorant on the full facts.
Well, she
that
hasn't
I've
given me
lost-
the names yet. She
Well-
will when we've done what we're supposed to do.
Okay.
Just
Just
holding
even-
that over her head currently.
Yeah.
Got it. Tracking. Apologies.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Question, though, and I'll take a sip at this point after cheersing. Good faith, and also good God, how long's it been? Also, good God, that gives me a darkness token. Because I would say that she's fully doing this reacting in spite or arrogance, because she is just like, what the fuck do you have to say, my dude? If you have these names to ascend back to where we were,
Why haven't you?
I can't.
Oh, that's what I was gathering. So
Emma
what
just
are
fully
the
like pissed out loud.
terms
They can't.
that she
I
can? And
have
finishes the drink, sits it down.
I've made some enemies. Enemies that would very much like to see me lose what I have left. So, until they either forget I exist or are slain by some valiant heroes riding into the underworld, here I sit. And of course, paying off my debts to the mistress.
I see. That seems like a lot of hassle for you. I'm so very sorry that you're in that situation.
They just gesture around the booth and at the ambrosia and the music and the people right outside. It's just like, things could be worse.
And it could be worse, but you have to remember when they were so much better.
Well, maybe once you return to your full form, you come back, pay a visit. Maybe we walk out together.
You know,
Emma just
if
looks
I
at
am
him
able
like,
to return to my original form and not what I'm stuck in now, maybe. And then, yeah, kind of a different drink. She came in with a drink too, because fully snapped and got something and has finished the ambrosia. Now has probably like a wine and will take a drink, but kind of gives like Emma this look like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna fucking do that.
I'm just
But, like
sitting here,
with the guise
like,
of the red wine covering the eyes.
it's like 5'0" and scowling, just like you have never seen Emma so pissed in their life.
Priya like has zero, like she's not paying attention to any of that she has said, but when Fang says that, she kind of like says out loud, just because like the inhibitions are absolutely gone, right? Like she's like, but I kind of like the form in which you're in, like out loud, but doesn't like realize that she said it. Like she's just like, but I kind of like, and she thinks like inner, like she's so.
Yeah, you think it's inside.
Yeah, she's
Hmm.
like
Second,
so
Emma's like, do I have it back?
Yes, like she's so
was
drunk
like, oh, no, that
on
was
the
out
fact
loud.
that she doesn't have the excess knowledge that she is just like word vomiting that, and she's like, man, I can just like kind of like where you're at, like,
I
like
think like when you
see
do
Emma
that,
like,
Emma's like, back to angry. I think I'm still, yeah, not breaking contact with Aranis here, just trying to meet the power. I'm not gonna let her outpower play me, you know, but I will like reach my free
Absolutely.
hand over the table and just rest it on Priya's hand.
Oh. White noise. Just white noise.
Yep, it's just like everything is gone. Not only does she not give a shit about the knowledge that she used to have, it is the person she is absolutely enamored with, and like forthright moving forward is like that's all you hear.
I hear the give a little squeeze of the hand, then I'll look at Aranis and be like, well, I appreciate making your acquaintance, and after we speak with the mistress, I'll be sure to make our way back here. But before the mistress calls us, I think we have somewhere else to be. And then I'll look over to Priya and kind of stand up and try to like pull her up with me, still holding her hand.
Yeah, Priya goes because like, what else is she gonna do? Okay, like.
I'm like, Emma, would you like to join us in meeting some new friends?
I think there's a second, like, Emma stands up with everybody, and then there's a second where, like, oh, but if I leave, then there's no one. Like, this is the one person who is in my head right now. If I, like, I hate them. But if I leave, then it's no one. And I, like, so there's, like, a brief second where they're like, but then they turn around and they follow Fang out. But there is hesitation.
You're projecting
That is such a big deal.
fear.
I don't know that I'm projecting. I think frustration is definitely kind of more where she's at.
If
Like they were afraid, and now they're just like, "You're fucking playing with me.
if
You don't even know what you're doing." I hate it.
Uranus would get anything like that, any sort of hesitation or frustration,
Mhm,
you would
for sure.
hear in your mind, "Oh, just hold on to this for a little longer for me, would you?"
And that hesitation holds out for like a beat, 2 beats, and they just get back just like big like red letters no, and like I miss this and I want this, but I hate whatever you are.
And with a smile and a nod, everything goes quiet once more. All are up, out of the booth.
Is there a way to clear conditions? Sorry. In this game?
Uh,
I'm
there,
in the conditions, but I think I might be looking over it.
There is, I will tell you from what I have read, there is a rune ability that I have. You probably as well have it that allow
There's a
you.
Okay, so would it be in my like playbook, not the conditions?
Yeah, it would be
Um,
in your.
if you
Playbook
reveal
move.
your heart, you can reveal your heart and sincerely connect to someone. Spend darkness and roll. On a success, you can choose to either grow closer in your bond, you can clear a condition, you can mark XP, or you can clear a mark of root. So in order to get rid of that condition, you gotta open yourself up to someone.
Gotcha. Okay. And that's clearing the other person's condition or clearing your own condition?
I think the person
you
who
clear that person's condition.
instigates.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Perfect.
So someone would open their heart to you.
What were Emma's 2 conditions currently?
Unreachable, which is self-explanatory, and defensive.
Okay.
Oh God, that's a rough time. All right.
She's in her emo
Yeah.
era. It's fine.
It's fine.
She's in her
Yeah.
like freshman year of high school era. It's it's rough.
Yeah, I think as we kind of like walk out, and this has all been very eye-opening this whole last like few minutes. It's been so eye-opening for Fang, from like Priya's little slip of the words to not being able to feel but seeing Emma's emotions, and then like possibly getting to ascend back to godlyhood due to these contacts. Like everything is a little wild, but again, look, we may have had a year long of debauchery with Taylor the Tailor and also the driver and also a part of me, but
Made ourselves
Emma has gotten in there, changed the little brain chemistry in poor little Fang's head somehow.
I'm just
so
a
as we
little
walk-
guy.
This little guy, I think still definitely is like hand in hand with Priya, and probably tries to like move it back to kind of the arm of a little more like close and personal there, but then we'll like turn and much more of like a comforting, friendly way, like kind of put a hand on like Emma's back and just kind of look over as I am walking us towards the stairs to get up to the people that were eyeing Priya. If Priya wishes to stop us at any point in time, you will eventually notice that is our trajectory currently. As I think they might worship me now, or at least someone there does,
Who
because
doesn't?
I did great.
So in Priya's relief of responsibility, of knowledge, of knowing the next move, the counter move, like in Priya's head, it's always a game of chess. And so like she is always like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. It's always like moves and counter moves, right? So like for her, the relief that she's feeling, and like Hoop said, she's drunk off of it. However, Priya absolutely is able to recognize, like, once we leave that situation, that like oh yeah, she gambled this knowledge, this motive, this counter move, this, right? Like, and sh- for her, she's like, "Oh, okay. What can I do to get this to the point?" She knows deep down, despite the fact that she is moves and counter moves, that she still wants a certain thing to happen. And those two very things are very tangible for her. And those things don't actually leave her. They're just, I feel great, you know?
But
Right. It's like
yeah.
it's the but and like it's the comma
Mhm.
but or the comma
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
like that's where she's at. She's living in that time right now. But
Yeah.
I feel like when we go to leave, and Fang is looking at Priya and Emma is like kind of like, this is the only person in my head and like I'm here and I'm feeling these things. Like Priya is going to slowly come back to that. Um and in that moment, Priya would like to uh stole like a steel trap. Um, she would like to use her cold analytical skills to help her devise the perfect plan. But the
Ooh.
plan in which Priya would like to advance. She understands what Feng is saying. She does not fully comprehend that it's like ascension. She doesn't know that Emma does not fully have the ability, but she knows that Emma isn't connected like she was, right?
Yeah.
Priya doesn't care. That's the reality of it. Is even in her drunken state, Priya doesn't care. Like
Mhm.
she does not care. Like she has these goals in mind that she is like, no, this is it. The
Yeah.
time is
So
nigh.
close. It's just
Yes, like
distractions kind
she's
of
like,
just
it's great.
Mhm.
She's happy to feel it. She wants to still like honestly, it's a welcome reprieve for Priya. Like
Oh
like
man.
she's like yeah, she's like but she would like to tap into like I mean the fact is she's cold and analytical. Everything is moves and counter moves and she would like to tap into that and I would like to roll for souls
could
like a steel
I
traps.
put a pause on it for a moment.
Yeah.
Ben, were you trying to reveal your heart?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. The as we were walking, no, you're good because I wanted Priya to be able to stop me
Yes.
before we got to the
Yes.
end point, just in case she didn't
She
want us
won't.
to go there.
She
Okay.
no, she wouldn't.
Yeah, this is happening
Yeah.
like simultaneously.
So
For
Yeah.
sure.
sorry.
Two
Fully while
conversations are
Priya's
happening.
in like the math equations are running around in their head. Fang is like, so anyway, talking to Emma.
Oh man.
Um
Emma's just like
but
angry teenager. Like
yeah.
100%.
Yep, Fang, you want to roll for your reveal your heart?
Yeah. What do I do? What do I do?
2d6 and any darkness to
Oh, that's right. Hey, I just gained one. Let's use one. Okay.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna roll a die. Oof.
Why did I roll so fucking well? Is there a you did too good on this skill?
Absolutely there is.
Of course there is, because I literally rolled 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I rolled two sixes and a
Jesus.
4.
Well, I rolled a
Everybody is
6.
enamored with Fang and we can do nothing else but praise you. Okay, great.
Session end, Cult of Fang. Like
That's the
Uh,
end.
reveal your heart. 45.
Oh yeah, I was having that version.
So on an 11 plus, you have a moment of closeness but also weakness. You ask each other, how do I scare you at this moment? After you both answer, you get to choose one.
Oh,
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
Oh man.
I think, I mean, Fangs is pretty easy, as I've kind of been alluding. Emma scares me because they are like, she is legitimate love and legitimate like humanity, for lack of either of us really being human. But I think hearing that Fang can ascend back to godlyhood and do these things, and like knowing that that takes them away from this life that Fang has built currently, Emma is the strand that is the pull in her head to not accept that. And so I think that is what terrifies me the most, is that Fang is not being who they have always been because Emma.
You're becoming more human than you ever wanted to be or ever have been.
Don't want this shit.
Yeah.
I want it.
Don't want it.
So on a scale of 0 to 4, how afraid are you of Emma?
I mean, I think it would have been just like a very small 1 or 2 earlier. But after hearing that there might be an out, it has bumped up. Like probably a good solid 3 or 4 of now it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to confront these emotions very soon, possibly.
So you gain 3 or
Confronting things
4.
emotions is the scary part.
Gain 3 or 4 darkness tokens.
Oh, I will glad. When is it bad? When,
Oh
when-
my god, it's
5
already
after
bad.
you've taken
Yeah,
a move.
it's
You have-
after 5. You're so fucking screwed, Taylor.
It's at
If you have
3.
5 after
So-
you take a move. So you
So
have
you're up
like
to
a
7.
move to use them.
I look. Last time my whole goal was to gain as many darkness tokens as possible. Let's just continue it on of just wreaking havoc. Last time it gave me Taylor the Taylor, so let's see what it gives me this time.
Fair enough.
Well, as
Oh,
Fang
man.
starts to get consumed by darkness, Emma, how afraid are you of Fang?
Um. So there's 2 choices for this. Do we do both of them?
So the question that you answer is how does Fang scare you? And then you can choose to either gain that darkness or you gain a
Or
bond,
bond
with
with the darkness.
the darkness.
Okay. Cool. I don't know that scared is the correct word, but there is definitely a lot of apprehension currently happening because of what they've just been told by this other like potentially fallen god that has happened. Emma like knows that this other person cannot leave. And Emma sees Fang like, I can use this and I can like use this person to climb, etc., etc. And I think they're like, and she's just gonna be just like them.
And she's
Great.
gonna
Awesome.
leave me. She's
She
good about
yeah,
me.
it's like she wants out and she does not care what she does about it. And I guess they're all the same then. And I can't peek in and prove that wrong, basically.
Oh,
So
what a
I think
time!
I don't know that it's
Well, your
fear.
powers are gone.
So I'll only take like 2 of them because I don't know that it's fear, but there is fear in there for sure.
Your fear
The
of the
emotion
end
is stronger
result.
than the fear alone. Yeah. But like I think at this point what Emma does falls more in line with gaining a bond with the darkness. Because one of the sort of things that the darkness demands of me is to like knock my friends down before they can hurt me back.
Ooh.
And I think like Fang's like talking about this and Fang's like trying to like bare their heart and Emma's just like, they can't leave. They can't offer you anything. They're talking out of their ass. They don't have anything to offer you. You're not going to get anywhere with them. Just like completely shooting down the idea wholesale.
And I think for a moment, it's Fang, and you're looking into Emma's eyes, where there's usually so much just eager compassion and trust, especially looking at you. For a moment, it's darker, much darker.
that is what bumped the scared up. I was like,
That's-
oh,
Like, oh, it's Emma, and then bam.
I'm like, whoa, what's that?
Oh wait, no, this is a harbinger. This is an omen. This is scary as hell. like,
oh right.
yeah, like they are
So-
nothing. They have nothing to offer you.
You are going to end this move with 5 or more darkness,
Yes.
which means that you are
Does
torn
Emma get to at
between-
least clear a condition? I don't remember. Does that still at work, or did I
No,
fuck it up?
depending on you rolled pretty damn high. Is the thing.
You rolled
Yeah, I don't know
too
if you
high.
go over if it rolls.
I'm about
if
to
it
take
fixes the
another condition at this point.
Yeah, you rolled too high to clear conditions, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Um, but because you have 5 or more darkness, you are torn between your monstrous nature and your human heart. So you make a choice. You either let your monstrous nature show and describe the damage that your outburst is going to cause, which means you mark a ruin. Describe how you diminish your power and conform to the pressures of humanity and lose all of your darkness. Or you spend a bond with someone. Describe how they directly or inadvertently help you regain. And I have a suggestion if you would like to hear.
Yeah, give me that suggestion.
Yes.
I have ideas
I
for
have a
all of
feeling.
them, but I want to hear a suggestion.
I think spending a bond with Emma make a lot of sense. Because in that moment of opening up and being vulnerable, you were shut down. That closeness was kind of severed.
Reality checking you.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. That was kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
It was either gonna be that or like holding it in, but
Yeah. I think
yeah,
Emma being like, not only don't go to that dark place, but you can't.
yeah. It's like,
Oof,
okay.
delicious.
So it's like, yeah, it's that very much mix of like seeing the other side of Emma, like seeing it, because I feel like Fang is so used to just having the thoughts and the
Mhm.
feelings shared. And so
100%.
not having that, there is already going to be a wall because now there's not that share. And then seeing that look in her eyes, it's just kind of like, okay, maybe I overstepped, and just tries to kind of pull away a little bit, like probably just like the hand that was like trying to be comforting kind of goes back over to Priya and just like continues to push us forward. And it's just like, okay, sorry. I tried.
Emma grabs a drink off of some nearby, butler or bar or whatever, and just it's an accessory. Just I am Fang now. I'm embodying Fang.
I love how much this game just naturally pushes us to like create these emotions and these characteristics and these
Mhm.
feelings. That's this game is just so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
It plays itself, but like
It is easily my favorite Powered by the Apocalypse game that I have
choice.
ever
It's
played.
choice.
Like, it's just so much more introspective.
Yes.
It's great.
Well, as your companions are diminishing their relationship, Priya, your soul is like a steel trap.
Mm.
So, would you like to spend any darkness token?
So I'm actually I didn't realize this earlier when I made the move. I'm at 5. So I actually am torn between what I have to choose between what the darkness demands of me and my mission. My mission is to figure out what happened here and fix it. Yes, and what the darkness demands of me. I'm not gonna reveal.
I can't see into your brain, and I hate it.
Right? But I'll just tell you, you don't have to give me a scenario or an either or. I absolutely give in to what the darkness demands of me. Like no question.
Delicious.
Like it is delicious. It's like cheesecake on the hottest day and it's the
Decadent.
coldest fucking cheesecake you've ever eaten. It's the
Absolutely.
beer you're drinking with your hot wings. It's all of the
Hashtag
things.
ice cold cheesecake.
Yeah, like it's all of the things
Yes.
So-
that like.
Oh,
Shit
I
on a
will say
t-shirt.
too, I don't know if this like will change your torn between, but definitely after that interaction with Fang and Emma, Fang is much more focused on you and your goal. Like is fully like, let's fucking go then. And is like kind of going
Interesting.
forward.
Does it
Yeah. It's like I'm
Interesting.
gonna
Just
turn
saying.
my attention to what we were going to do and not as much getting shut down.
Dominoes.
Good.
Domino effect.
Yeah.
So your attention is fully on
It
Priya
is-
and away from Emma.
Ah,
Great,
yeah.
awesome. This is fine. This is great. I'm
Yeah,
fine. I'm doing
take your-
awesome and great, and I love
take
this
your-
actually.
Take your darkness.
I mean,
okay,
Yeah,
fully
Emma.
take your new
the way-
girlfriend. It's fine. I'll be fine. Whatever, I
Fully
don't
in the
care.
way we still have
Fine.
one bond. We did have two, now we have one. So I'm still like, I like you, but I've never been shut down before, and this is weird.
For
So we'll-
Priya,
Fine. It's
for
fine.
Priya,
I'm fine.
she's the God, look. I just want everyone to know I can't go a game without referencing Taylor Swift. Truly.
Emma
I
has
just
teardrops on
can't.
my guitar playing on their like shuffle, like on their iPod right
this
now.
this is Priya's mastermind moment. It literally is an action and reaction of moves and counter moves. It is going exactly how she wanted it to, despite the disruption of her freeing of knowledge. Like it's chef's kiss. Like like you can't. It's not going. It could not go any better for what she ultimately wanted.
So,
And
I'm gonna jump to Emma after we do this roll, but
Oh.
I'm gonna have you roll your soul like a steel trap. You spend as much darkness as you want, but after this move is when you will be torn
okay.
between, and you'll embrace the dark.
Woo. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I'm actually I'm only going to give one because I already have soul like a steel trap, so that puts 2 dice plus the 1, and storytelling is fun. Okay. 5, 6. Great. I want. Okay, good. Man. On a 7 or less, the Harbinger has prepared for this moment, and the trap is sprung. Prepare for the worst.
As you focus, and your mind starts to piece together what is happening, and the dominoes, it's like your mind is setting them up, getting ready for this grand display. Everything is perfectly falling into place.
Oh, good.
You have Fang at your side who is supporting you, your endeavors, and you can't possibly fail. And then the entirety of the room just goes silent. The lights snap off. And a single spotlight snaps back on. Of you. Everyone just stops and turns to stare at you. A voice full on just reverberates through this structure. Not so much as like echoes out loudly, but like the voice is coming from the stonework of the structure itself. You, all 3 of you, pawns that think you have any stake in this game, dare you step foot into my domain and claim any of it for yourselves. Give you one
I just wanted one booth.
chance. One. Step out that door. Give up what you have already paid and walk away with your lives.
I'm just looking at Emma and Priya like, that was my
Priya
favorite
doesn't
porn.
even actually look at Fang or Emma. The decision is made for her. The answer is no. Even if she's alone, she does not care.
I think Emma's gonna make a rash decision, so I will let Fang go first.
I mean, look,
I mean,
Fang got
if
shut
you have
down by Emma, and that hurt a little bit, but
Mhm.
still promised to get their powers back at whatever it cost, and still loves them. So it's just like, but it's definitely gonna play it off in a very selfish way of just
Oh
kind of
no,
that, like,
this is for me, for you, for you, for me, for you.
was my favorite horn. I really would love to get it back one of these days. I am gonna reattach it. So fuck off. How about that?
I think as Fang says, "Fuck off," Emma is going to unleash the dark, which is to roll to enforce your will on someone or something, with like the powers of darkness that you have. And one of the powers that she has is power absorption. And I think this is very mundane, as it appears, but like the impact is probably bigger than like the actual effort of it. But there's, like you said, there's a spotlight on them, right?
Mhm.
No, there isn't. The light's gone. The
Yes.
light is off. Fuck you. Like at this point, like
You
everything is
get
quiet.
nothing.
Emma cannot hear anyone, and then all of a sudden, all eyes are on them. Everyone can see them and probably feel them. I don't fucking know, and I can't hear anything. No, it's done. It's gone. It's absolutely not. They're taking the like the energy of that, whatever spotlight, magic or otherwise, is happening. Screw it. No, absolutely not. It's gone.
A
Just eat it.
moment when you just kind of wrestle that little bit of control away as your companion stands so defiant, and just a little sneaky snake, you kind of slip around their attention and just start dabbling in these forces, whatever force is controlling this place. The light snaps back off, and you catch just the full anger of this individual.
That's fair.
I need you to mark a condition.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Yeah.
Are you out? How
I
many
have
conditions do you have?
So I was debating marking that other one. I have one left. And I think this does. Here's the other thing. I think this does count as a move technically.
It does.
Emma is at 7 darkness token. So
We're all dark bitches.
I believe
So
the
now
technical
you have
term
to
is
deal with
go crazy, go stupid.
yeah, what the darkness demands.
So what does darkness demand of me? And I currently the darkness is demanding to destroy those who care for me or to hurt my friends before they hurt me. And I think, that's where I'm at. That's just where I'm at, personally,
bring it, babe.
emotionally. And I think Emma's still of that mind. Emma does not have insight into anybody's minds anymore. So they do not know that Fang is like, other than like Fang saying, "No, I want my horn back." They don't know that Fang is like potentially over the whole like, "Oh, well, I can't use this to whatever."
Right.
So like, with their, I don't know if there's like the Emma has these dream powers or whatever. If this place is at all unreality, they are warping it. They are pulling it. They are changing it. The doors are gone. The windows are gone. There is no way out except through me.
Love it. So please mark a point of ruin.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll also have to mark a point.
Crap.
But the floor is just, it's almost like you're standing on jello for a moment, and your will is just manifesting and demanifesting things. One of the massive guards just starts taking steps towards you, clearly intent to grab you, and then they're just gone. Just erased from existence.
Yeah. No, just gone.
The crowd that had kind of started to gather has now separated. And you see a long shadow just stretch out across the gambling hall floor. Figure just looming.
It just rolls her eyes. This fool again.
Fine. Then come say hello. It's been so long since I've gotten to speak with. Since I've gotten the opportunity. Come, find out what it means to face your fate.
This is the
Um,
gamble, right? I'm just looking between Priya and Emma and probably back at that booth just to see. I'm like, this is
um, as Fang does that, Priya, like she has a bag full of books. She kind of like she kind of like tucks everything in, and I would say that like while there's still a an allure to being drunk off of no responsibility, Priya, um not through sheer will, because it's not 100, but she definitely redirects herself to following whatever Fang says at this point. It's yeah, okay, I'm here. Also, I feel what you feel. We're in accordance. Let's move forward. And when Fang looks at her, she gives that reassurance and she kind of looks at Emma.
Emma's just staring at whatever this creature is that just spoke to them, like unblinking.
I think that's a yes.
Okay, good. Good.
If no one else does, Fang will take the first step towards them.
Emma, what condition did you just mark?
I just marked obsessed.
So you are unreachable, defensive, and obsessed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
I want my powers back and I want them now, please.
Yes.
I'll do whatever. I will do literally whatever to get them.
I.
You won't like me when I'm
Tried.
angry.
I'm
Angie.
angry.
I the urge to do a move. It's messy and it might not work.
But would it be fun?
Is the might
It
not
would-
work, you get another condition?
Well, the might not work. I think I'm gonna mark ruin either way. Based on, the what it is. But so here's the thing. My telepathy is gone. Unless I still have it with that Uranus creature. I don't know if this is the same creature.
Different creature.
Different creature? Cool. So I don't necessarily have it into their noggin. So it might not work. This depends. This is where do you end and where do I begin?
I
This is
also have something after that.
when you know the desire or emotional state of an
too.
NPC. I don't know it, but I have an inkling. So this might not work if I'm wrong, is kind of my thought. But I am sensing that I'm sensing that sort of like there was a thing earlier that is like Fang but hungrier. And I'm sort of leaning like this feels kind of similar to that. I don't think it's the same creature, but it feels the vibes are similar. So I think there's that want, that hunger, that something. I don't have confirmation though. So this is fully a shot in the dark.
You are definitely getting anger, but there's also excitement.
Oh, I'm getting something.
I mean, just from your natural ability to read intuition,
Okay.
I don't think it would be a stretch to say that even without telepathy, you're still good at that.
Okay. So it's more anger than want.
It's kind of both. It's anticipation, excitement, anger, frustration.
I would like to shift its target.
Okay.
Because as far as I'm concerned, it is
Can we?
directed at us, at our gambles, at our powers. I want it directed at the place. I want this hunger to be to get out. I want this person to want out as much as we do. I do not know if that will work. I will probably mark ruin either way because this is a ruin move. But this Emma does not hesitate at this point. Like, Emma does not care. Emma wants out. Emma does not enjoy this. So they are like grasping at literally anything.
I don't think shift its target would work the way that you're intending.
If I need to shift its nature, that's fine.
Yeah, if you want to shift its nature,
sure.
I'd say that you could fully shift it away from anger, and it would just be desire. It would just be in
fair. Yeah, because I think Emma still wants it to want. I think they want it to want something other than, them in the larger sense. But that want is something that they know how to use.
And you can deepen it.
Oh, I can choose 2. You're so right, bestie. I did not realize that. I thought I got 1. Yeah, I want to shift its... Can I shift its nature and then shift the target away from us? Or I could deepen it. That could be fun. That could be reckless. I like it, Yeah. All right. It's want, and it's big.
It is.
T.
All 3 of you just feel this overbearing pressure. And kind of like in an airport, there's those like expedited walkways where you can step on, but it's just like you're walking extra fast now. Every step that you take seems to be another 8 and 9 feet that you're walking forward. Like every little bit that you're giving, walking towards this individual, they're just taking more and more and drawing you. Fang, got something?
Yeah, so I think if that's the case, yeah, as we're getting closer and closer, I think I am letting my like humanoid appearance kind of drop the closer we get. And so I'm like growing a little bit taller. The like horns come out. The wings are already out, but the eyes are fully in those like golden snake eyes. You can see that the like legs are starting to turn back into like the snake like bottom half, and is like
Hot.
nearly as tall as this person by the time they finally like get up. And I have a move called Tremble Before Me.
Yes, ma'am.
Your words once swayed gods and broke the gates of heaven. When you speak in your true and ancient voice, all living are driven to despair. When you unleash the darkness, enforce your will, socially or emotionally, you may choose to mark 1 rune. If you do so, da-da-da. So I'm just kind of trying to compound on to what Emma is doing and just really, I mean, if we're going to be honest, what this move essentially is just like, what are you going to do? I'm as big as you.
Fight me,
Like,
bitch.
that's pretty much what it's going to be. It's like, you ain't nothing. You ain't shit. Yeah, I think very like cool and calm and collected. And I think the voice kind of stays the same. It just gets louder, and there's like this slight hiss under everything as like they're talking and they become kind of like their true self. It's just like, I don't know what game it is you are trying to play here. You invited us, and you're mad we're playing your game. So how about you just give us back our stuff and we'll leave you to do whatever this is. Sound good?
That voice just reverberates again, this time in laughter, in joy, a rush that they haven't felt in who knows how long. But there's someone to challenge them, and they are just thriving in it.
Oh, I'm giggling back. This is the closest I've had to an even fight in a long time.
Priya is popped. She just leaning back, like
Priya's like,
like,
Do you count?
Go on.
Unleash the darkness. It counts
not
as
your
8 or
flower,
10.
babe.
and you get
Yep.
4 options instead of 2. Because as you're walking, this
Oh, we're
figure
getting good.
is actively going to start the combats before you even meet face to face.
Fine by me.
You rose to the challenge, and they are going to make damn sure that people get their money's worth.
Okay. I think I want to, one, get past their defense
Mhm.
and inflict a condition. I would like to expose a weakness or flaw. I would like to, get what you want from them. I think is
Is it your horn?
a what?
Is it your horn?
Oh my god, give me back my horn, damn
You're
it.
making stuff.
Give me stuff. I think that was my one ask was give us our stuff and leave. I will
Mhm.
let us have our stuff, that'd be
Get
great.
your shit and go.
And then I think I would like to. Oh, these are all good. Maybe use them for a time. You know, maybe they didn't quite they're like, yeah, we're ready to tussle, but it's like a little, something's confusing. I'll leave that up to you on what their
Absolutely.
brain thinks.
Neon Lights Roleplay, thank you for the raid. You showed up at the perfect time,
Oh,
We got to
man.
kick some ass.
and you
We're
all
gonna-
just
Or die trying.
start pressing your way along this catwalk towards this figure, slipping past this force of energy that's trying to just evaporate you on contact.
My worshippers are cheering us on.
Absolutely.
They can fucking
And then
try.
like a fifth of them just get evaporated, and they are immediately replaced by more that just continue
Oh.
cheering.
Oh my
Um,
It
gosh.
is what it is.
Let go.
As you
let
all
go.
do take that moment to just kind of sidestep that initial blow, you look back at Fang and you see full deific glory, both horns, not one but 2 sets of wings, and they're just leading the charge.
I do that full on anime blink stuff. Blink, blink. That is what I do.
There's
Um,
like
There is a
animated
slow-mo
sparkles.
moment of me flipping my hair, and when I do, I look back and give like a wink at Priya, and then like turn around and go for the undercut or
She's
whatever.
like melting into the ground. Like it yeah,
Oh, man.
absolutely.
not only that, but Emma, your telepathy is back.
Oh.
Priya, your
Great.
drive, that single-minded, calculated focus is back.
Mm.
Both horns, not 1.5.
All right. So,
Next.
when that happens, when that all comes back to me, can I please roll for my Forbidden Archives?
Yes.
I want to. Can I get in that book?
Book just comes flying out of the pack into your hand, covered
It was
in
ever in
arcane
prime.
chains.
Okay, so I am going to use what's left of my darkness. Cool. So that's 4, by the way. 4 of my darkness. So that's 8 and 9. Good choice, Holly. So the chains bend and the spell tech weakens. The book recognizes you as its master. I get to choose 2. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, that first one is a good one.
So is it me? Is it a condition on me, or is it whoever I choose?
Choose any NPC that can include yourself.
Ooh.
Give it to this bitch.
Or give it to
Yeah.
yourself. I don't know what the condition is. So.
Yeah. No. You're
I mean,
okay.
conditions are usually bad, so I'm just assuming.
Give it to me. See if I care.
Oh, you don't need any more conditions.
Let me add 'em.
It clears
I'm-
a condition.
It does.
Oh.
It says choose any PC, including yourself. They clear one condition.
Good.
I'm obviously
worry
going
about
to do. I'm obviously going to do that.
No, don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm into it. It's fine.
Actually, who's standing in front of us? Who's the bad person, or the not bad person, but
Unknown.
who is it?
They're inviting you to come meet them, though.
I wish there was a way to know that it was familiar or not. Okay.
You can choose the option to give you a key.
It's too many options. This is a great responsibility here. Okay. All right. Number one, I'm going to. The book opens to a page and reveals a welcome truth. Choose any PC, including yourself. They clear one condition. I choose Fang, obvious. Yeah, Fang, obviously. And then, I am struggling with this last
it's
one.
hard.
Okay.
Would you like some help?
Yeah. First, are we going to part 2 first and foremost?
We're gonna have to have a part 2. We are nowhere
Okay.
close.
Okay, great. Okay, then, if that's the case, I am going to choose the author of this book exists in a wretched form between death and life. Ask for their advice and slash, a nice long slash says they're always happy to hear from you. Gain one bond with them.
Gain a bond with the author of this book, who at the moment is chained in the deepest pits of the deepest hells that have ever existed.
It was wild. I figured it was wild, yeah.
Oh my god.
And for
Do I know them?
Me and coached.
Right.
I mean, this individual probably helped to write one of your many autobiographies.
And I'm like, oh god, we had a fling one time. Don't call him.
For just a moment, he's got a reprieve. And
All right.
should you wish to call on the power of the book, I'll give you 3d6 and you can choose what 2 dice you want to use.
Okay, great. I'm rolling.
Just if it comes to the point where you find yourself in a position where you can sever that link between life and death, you'll have extra dice to use.
Oh.
However you want to use
Okay.
it.
So I just keep them then. I don't move
you just
forward.
keep it.
Great.
Okay? This figure is going to make a move. It's going to not make you mark any conditions. Instead, it's going to doom you all. You add a 5th condition, marked off, called doomed.
No.
So, is this permanent?
For the moment.
Excellent.
Does that
Alright.
bring anyone to 4 conditions?
Yes, it does.
Nope.
Does it have to be? Do we have to have all of our named conditions
It's
marked?
just when you
Or
hit
just
your
4?
4th condition.
Put me in, coach.
Oh no.
We
Excellent.
didn't look at this last time.
We didn't, but mine
I don't
is
think
delicious.
we had that many people.
Ooh. What is your
That
breaking
many
point?
conditions.
So when you
Oh.
hit 4 conditions, you hit your breaking point, And the found playbook, the breaking point is because I don't quite have memories. I don't keep memories in the way that most folks do. Quote, time weighs heavily on you, and there is much you've allowed yourself to forget, but the puzzle box in your mind opens up, and there is no looking away from the truth. Describe a terrible flashback that reveals your role in ushering in the apocalypse and what this revelation drives you to do. Keeper gets to add layers, and then they will then reveal someone from your past, determined to destroy you and all you hold dear. So that's fun. Oh man. I think at this point, the sort of piece of their memory that is coming back is they've never felt so fully disconnected as what they are now, except for once. And that was the moment that the connection with their child was severed.
Ooh.
There was a moment where they knew it existed, and then they knew that it was no longer theirs. And then it was gone and they didn't remember anything. But there was that moment that they have forgotten happened, and they forgot that feeling. And it is fully here now. And they know how alone they have been, and they know how alone that they could be again. And they are not about to let anything let that happen.
Absolutely.
Even a little bit.
That moment of those memories of truly being happy and together with your child that invented you, that created your existence, all those years that you spent together, keeping each other company, being each other's only friends, and then just like that. Except the memory doesn't fade after you're severed. It holds out, and you can actually see that cut. You see the blade still jammed down where the cut was made, a long, curved scythe. The handle of it just extends up into the darkness. One hand just reaches down to grab back up. A very familiar looming pressure washes over you in that exact moment, as it has since you all started rushing towards this figure. Whoever this is was responsible for separating you from her.
And
Oh,
oh, delicious.
and
Do I
So it says this also reveals my role in ushering in the apocalypse. And I think that void, that hungry void that they didn't know needed filled, they did not know it existed for a long time, and then they thought they had closure. And now it's open again. It is a gaping wound, and they need to fill it and suck all the power out of everything else if they need to. But their goal in the apocalypse is to take and
Absolutely.
to like snuff out of existence that power.
I will
And they're
leave
ready
this
to
up
do it.
to you whether or not this information would be shared with Priya. But Priya, had you not been freed and brought to life, Priya would not have been killed and infected.
And I know this as just a truth of
Can see the
existence.
absolute truth in it, that the actions that caused you to separate caused Priya infected.
I think whether they want to or not, I don't think Emma cares at this point what they hide, what they tell out, but their telepathy is back suddenly, and within the past couple of moments. So I don't know that if they wanted to hide it, which they don't, that they would even have like the grasp on it back fully enough to keep it. So they're sort of like that rage, that emptiness, that hunger, all of that is just projected at this point. It's all out there. Emma does not care.
Priya, your death was rejected Because whoever this figure is, in that moment, they didn't want you. They wanted Emma. But in the attempt at recovering them from this child, the wires got crossed. And instead, Emma was sent to the real living world. You were left to float. However long you were there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sorry. Like, not sorry, but sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
Kit's sorry. Emma does not give a shit. I am very sorry, though.
It's alright.
It happens. So we should, like, kick his ass, right?
So for Priya, there's a few things that are on the list of things that are like, you know, I feel like I always use like movie references, right? Like me and Holly uses movie references to like invoke that feeling. Do you know that feeling when Uma Thurman in Kill Bill has her kill list and she just like like the marker across, right? Like like um it's less of a kill list, it's more of a revenge list, which ultimately is the same thing. And for Priya, she would. Sorry, Hoop. I'm gonna ask for a roll. Would like to use my cold analytical skills to help me devise a perfect plan. And my plan
Steel
is going. Yep. So like a steel trap. I would like to do that because that's very much who I am. It's garbage. You're welcome. I rolled a 3. Yeah.
Which is
Lucky.
absolutely perfect.
Also good for storytelling, shitty for me as a player.
The 3 of you just feeling like something is carving a wedge between you all. Something is physically making take different paths, diverge away from each other. There's a moment, Priya, where that vision you had of standing and fighting, being this monstrously powerful figure, and having these two by your side, and that image just cracking. Two of them splitting further away. But even as you're devising just whatever strategy you can think of, whoever this might be, what countermeasures can you do, you find yourselves all at their door. Tall glass door. You can see the shadow of the figure on the other side. They're standing, waiting. What to do?
I mean, so this is like clearly the mistress, right? Like this is like for sure.
You've somehow traversed miles of casino in 10 to 20 steps and have been brought to a door where there are no VIP guests, there are no guards, there's nothing. We're standing alone at an empty hallway in front of
I need a reminder because I know it's more like kind of metaphysical than physical. Like with the door, Opening, apocalypse happens. Locking, stop the apocalypse. Right? Is like kind of the basic idea.
That is the basic idea of the game, yes.
We can keep the Harbinger from opening it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this is indeed the door.
So in that moment when Priya ultimately just fumbles the ball at the 5-yard line, like, like she is like, okay. So, I have 7 darkness tokens, if I'm being realistic. And I'm choosing. I'm in this moment. You can do this however you want, Hoop. I'm choosing that. I at this moment, all I see is Fang and the status troubles that they're going through, and I don't know necessarily what Emma has lost, but I can see the anguish. Yeah, I'm going to go with breaking my goal right now. I'm absolutely obsessed with it, which is a condition that I am afflicted with. I'm obsessed with trying to break the veil between the living and the dead. Whatever the cost. So what I can do in yes, like what I can do in this moment, I will leave up to you, Hoop, just because I don't want to cuz like
So you have come 99% of the way, and you were going to reach the extra 1%.
yeah, cuz I read that book too. Yeah, so I know this. Okay.
You can feel that this barrier is death. That's what this is.
Oh no.
You are going past what any creature has ever done, crossing barriers that should never be crossed. And as you
Here we
just
all.
reach out a hand, the glass starts to crack the closer you get.
I will definitely interfere watching this if I have the moment or
Can
the
I
chance.
so I know that I have a hero point. Can I
Mhm.
counter that like with
What?
my hero point?
You,
And
you can just stop if you'd like. Fang
I
is
don't
already
help,
reaching out,
so-
like, hey, wait a minute.
I'm obsessed though.
Can I I don't know how this works. Can I do a move on a PC?
What are you trying to do?
Yes,
Some of them, I think, yeah.
absolutely. I will let you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, and I think you would love this one. I have a move called Honey Tongued and Clouded Minds. You have only survived in this wretched state because of your ability to lie and charm. Basically, oh wait. Am I doing the right one? Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta read. I think I read the wrong title out loud. Mm. This one is you have when you unleash that you can also. Nope, that was a different one. I lied. That was when I lie. I'm not lying currently. I have a lot of social moves and they're very confusing in my head on what means what. Where was the one? Sorry, the Roll20 character sheet is very nice, but also they compact it a lot, and now I'm confused. I have one where I can talk to you, and be like, "Oh no, but don't
There's a roll
don't
20.
do that." Yeah, I
Right.
just made it because I knew I would lose a PDF because I suck at PDF, like saving them properly.
We are the same.
I don't have a printer either. That was my other option. I lied. It was desire dressed as faith. You know well
Oh, I
that
like
worship
that.
comes from desire, selfish, and cruel. When you touch a being, you may imbue them with an uncontrollable desire for someone or something. Ugh.
Cannot.
Taylor feels dirty doing this, but
I
Faye
know,
would totally fucking do it.
no, yeah, I give you permission. You're fine. This is storytelling 101. Let's go.
Yep.
Let-
Let me make sure.
We do not
that-
condone the actions of our characters, and we consent as players. Like,
yeah,
Oh,
like let's
I know.
go.
It's
If
just
I have
I
to roll
always-
against you, I will. Okay.
I'm just so bad at like being like underhanded or bitchy, and that's what this whole
Right.
character sheet is being
I'm
underhanded and bitchy.
obsessed. You can't stop me when someone's obsessed. Like,
know.
do the wild shit. Let's
unless.
go.
So basically, I can mark one ruin, and they do nothing else but work towards making that desire real, the one that I imbue. Though they are aware that it's false and that you did that to them, the same desire will burn within you. When the desire fades, their heart is left with a permanent void. They will attempt to fill that void. Or I can mark 2, and it becomes permanent for both of us.
Go.
And I think the most poetic thing that I could do that would be both bitchy, but also just like showing Fang's growth is I would like to use the 2 ruin
I'm gonna cry.
to make the bomb permanent or the desire permanent. And the desire is that we want to stay on this living plane as it is together. We don't want to end the veil. We want to stay here. I don't want to ascend. You don't want to end death. We want to keep it as it is now.
Oh man, I thought I wasn't gonna cry tonight.
Damn,
Damn.
Taylor, Jesus, Tyler, like.
Fang,
Also, I gain a bond with what the darkness demands
You
of me.
just changing
which
my
is funny
entire
as well.
character, Taylor.
Fang, how do you feel about
It wasn't God. She knows death and life is important.
how do you feel about a roll off?
I'm
Cause-
about it. Let's do it. Let's see if we end the world or if we're in love forever.
Because I have a move called Swallow Ambition.
Okay.
Get it?
I'm just gonna roll 2d6.
So do I roll 2d6?
2d6.
Because this move technically doesn't have a 1, so I don't know what to
doesn't.
like add to it. Okay.
I got a 9.
Let me break the veil.
Oh, I got
What? Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a moment where the two of you make this connection and your hearts just fuse, where there's something else that slips in. This figure looms over both of you. No longer this obsessed, desire-driven force of anger, but now just curious, almost protective.
Oh. What?
Down at Priya. Come so far. A lovely, lovely dog. That is where we are going to put a pin in this game for now.
tomorrow, right? We're playing tomorrow, same time, same place.
I know, we're playing tomorrow, right? Like,
Hope I need you to look me in my eyes.
How
How dare you?
how dare you? Thank you, Emma.
Oh man.
Thank you,
Oh.
kids. Like, how dare you?
Thank you all for being here, for being amazing players, telling an amazing story. Thank you for everyone that came out to watch and support us. Neon Lights Roleplay, thank you for the raid. We heckin' love ya.
Yes.
Oh, oh.
Oh
So,
man.
the key that you were given, Priya, now makes sense.
Yes, okay.
Because
It does now.
this figure, this
God dang it.
woman, not only is the Grim Reaper, but is your mother.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
That's why she was like, hey, you can't die.
Ah, breathe, stretch it out. All right.
Uncalled for.
I am going to go around, give everyone a chance for you to tell people who you are and where people can find you on the internet for all the awesome things that we do. We'll go clockwise again, starting with me, which means we are starting with Taylor.
Hello, I'm Taylor, or @_potato_ really just on Twitter because nothing else likes underscores, but that's where you'll find most of my things. Which is mostly over on High Shelf Collective, where next Wednesday, a week from today, y'all, I'm starting a cyberpunk campaign. It's gonna be a mini run cyberpunk campaign set in the Ascension world, and someone here, I think they're directly below me on the screen, is gonna be in it.
I don't know what
What?
you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
gonna be very fun. It is gonna be cyberpunk themed, but Baywatch, essentially. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be weird. Everybody should show up.
Your promos are dope, by the way.
Oh, they slap so hard.
I've been having so much fun with them. Then you can also find me on 2000 Tales on Fridays doing Monster of the Week, but the finale is this week, and then I'm doing more Cyberpunk. I'm gonna have a stressful 2 months of Cyberpunk, so come watch me slowly descend into madness while I run 2 Cyberpunk campaigns at the same time weekly. But we're gonna do that over on 2000 Tales, as well as Tuesdays with Big Gay Dice Game. Currently it was Mask, but we just finished that. I think it's Vampire the Masquerade next, which I've never played other than like a couple one shots. So excited. Then you can also find me on Apochromatic Unlimited, which is a all BIPOC ran and led zine, and we're doing some actual plays, all with the goal of uplifting the different voices in the BIPOC world here in the TTRPG space. So follow us over on Twitter, as we are about to have our first zine out and also start like pumping out some APs we've been recording. So come hang out for that.
Yeah. And even though I messed it up on the intro, next should be Kit, because that is clockwise.
Thank you. I knew that.
Directions are arbitrary. Nothing means anything. Hi, I'm Kit. I'm Kit. You can find me most places on the internet at either KitRollCos, same way it's spelled here, like on Twitter, or just at KitRoll on places like Instagram. It's a toss-up. Try them both. We'll see. I am going to be having a very busy April and May, so stay tuned. But we will be there might be a cyberpunk thing happening soon. I don't know, keep an eye on High Shelf Collective on, Wednesdays going forward. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm just gonna try to shove as much solar punk into cyberpunk as I can until it combusts. So it's gonna be great. And then on the 7th, which I believe is Friday, actually this Friday, the beginning of a lovely little show over on Live from the Apocalypse. We're playing some Monster Hearts, but we're playing some Monster Hearts in the Regency era. So come.
Excuse me?
Did I stutter?
I
Okay.
need this.
Okay,
So-
Jane Austen, let's go.
Yeah.
So if you like Bridger, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
No, you're right.
So stay
You're
tuned.
right.
I will be absolutely unhinged about it on Twitter. I already have been. So that is going to be every Friday. We have 2 tables of 4 players each, all DM'd by the lovely JD. And so they're alternating weeks. It starts on the 31st, I believe, which is this Friday, and then next Friday, my table 2, will be premiering on the 7th. So check that out. It'll be sick. It'll be awesome. And then the very next day, we will be premiering on Lost Caravan, our Fabula Ultima campaign, which I will be playing a little robot who is just vibing and here to have a good time and learn all the things and be a little guy. So come hang out on Saturdays over here for that. And that is going to be my next 2 months will be those 3 games. So just stay tuned. It's going to be a wild ride. It's going to be awesome. I'm so hyped. You have no idea. But that's
Yeah.
me.
All right, and then over to Holly.
Hi, I'm Holly. You can find me at OMG Holly D on literally every platform, literally all of them. I am playing a Orbital Blues game when we reschedule it. Don't know. But past that, you will find me at Brambleberry Games. I am playing Mondays. We do features on indie TTRPGs. It's every other Monday, every other Wednesday. We're doing Monster of the Week on that channel. This, I imagine, will probably be one of our last seasons. I'm very excited about it. Past that, that's it. I have nothing planned for the month of April.
Yet.
Right. Besides this game that we're going to continue.
Can we just make it a campaign? Can we just?
Yeah, I mean,
can
honestly,
this-
like,
I
here's
can
the
wait till the fall
thing.
if we can make it a campaign.
I do better with campaigns than I do with one shots. If I know we're playing, I will work around it.
Welcome to the
yeah,
Lost
about this
Caravan,
game,
where we
like,
bully
nearly
Hooper
weekly.
into giving us campaigns.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Lovingly.
yes. You absolutely can catch me tuning into the Avatar Legends
Wanted to play
campaign.
so bad.
I
So good.
it's like 50% jealousy, 50% fucking happiness for everyone else.
Okay, mine's more like
Like-
75% jealousy.
like I
Gonna be
want
a dope
everyone
campaign.
to I really do want everyone to enjoy themselves, but I'm going to be here watching it because I literally watched the first episode of Legend of Korra last Saturday for the
Nice.
third time. So
Good to see it.
My dog is named Cora.
so right, see, so I'm very invested in that. But please, I know Hoop has that, but also thanks Hoop, I know you love me. I rolled tonight with this super awesome dice tower
Yeah.
who was a really good friend of mine. It is a personal business. It's a small business. She sent this to me because she
It's
said it fits my. She
beautiful.
literally said it fits my vibes, and she's not wrong. It's it's Etsy shop Fire and Ash. They are fantastic, wonderful people.
Post it in chat.
But
Post it in chat.
it is
Yeah.
posted in chat. They have a great policy for returns and all of that. I'm just saying, I love them. I appreciate them. But past that, that's it, really, for me. Like, I'm in
Heck
school
yeah.
full time. So, yeah.
Plus life.
Right?
The game that we all play.
Literally, the game that we
What is
all
that?
play.
I guess that just leaves
So good,
me.
Emma.
I am Andrew. I've been your storyteller for this evening and for most evenings around here. Although you are going to see a bunch of friendly faces behind the GM seat in the coming weeks, because we got a bunch of great people that want to tell a bunch of great stories, and I'm here to support it. We do casting calls each and every month, so if you want to come roll some dice with us, you can join our Discord. Link is down below, that big old button that says Discord. It's where we hang out, post casting call schedules, and just generally hang out and be giant nerds. I wonder how many times I have said that. Hundreds, at least.
It's true
So
every time.
many. So many, though. I will tell you, the Lost Caravan is one of the most accepting and lovely groups of people. Y'all will fit in. You've never played TTRPGs. We don't care. We just want you to play. So
100%.
please, know that. Like, I say that with all intents and purposes of, it's a good place.
Yes, agreed.
Heckin' love you, nerds.
I
Alright.
guess
I
nerds.
love you too.
Well, I'm going to throw right over to Dark Tales, because they're currently live. Bunch of
Woohoo!
very
I love them.
entertaining nerds, just like
Yeah.
these ones in front of you. But other than that, I think that's all I got. So, as always, be good people, do good things, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
The closed caption.